Hey everyone, how's it going? Talk to me, everyone in chat. Good evening, nice to see all of you. Is there anyone that I know, anyone new that I don't know yet? Say hi in chat and let me know you're here. Hey, nice to see you, Sit Still Behave. Nice to see you, Sally Redlick. Cool to have you here tonight. So anyone who's watching for the first time, my name is Itamar, this is Figment RP, and we are playing The Crown of Kings. The Crown of Kings is the name of the artifact that we're after, also the name of the fourth book in the Sorcery Gamebook series, and we've been playing throughout this whole thing. We've done the first three, and now we're about, I suspect, halfway through the fourth one, the fourth and last book, The Crown of Kings. We're already in the Citadel. We climbed the mountains. We're in the Citadel. We got in. We passed a couple of the doors, the magic doors on the way. And we've been told it was 2 doors out of 4. We did 2 doors out of the 4 possible ones. So yeah, that's about halfway, I think, maybe a little more. I suspected we're gonna need 3 episodes, 3 sessions, and we've already done 2, which means I thought today will be the last one. I now think maybe it won't, and we'll need another one, because we are, as I said, halfway. I think probably there's gonna be at least one more before we're done with the whole thing. So yeah, I think it's gonna be time for us to continue. Let's look at where we are. This is where we are. First of all, except for the fact that it says we're in reference 479, which is where in the book we're located, we also have a lot of these hints to go on, and we have a lot of equipment, all of this equipment. And today, hey Ginger, hey, nice to see you too. So we have all of this, lots of equipment. Most of it is spell components. Some other things are more interesting. We need to remember we have some of these because some of them are not spell components, and we'll need to like use them maybe in some points. For example, a parchment with unknown language, which we should have a place to maybe. Oh shit! Did it just happen? Did we just meet the people who could have maybe interpreted it for us? Because we need to find a translator, someone who can translate the parchment for us. And I think maybe that was when we needed, like, we just met some birdmen last week. We just met some birdmen from a crew of birdmen who usually most birdmen are like servants of the Archmage, but now these birdmen were nice and they want to help us, and they gave us this whistle, this one right here, the whistle that we're supposed to use when we need help in the Citadel. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that maybe it was them. We have a lot of hints here. We have a lot of hints over here that are written down in red. It's a very small font because there's a lot of hints, so I kind of got it smaller and smaller. So if we're recognized, we go to a different reference. Where we're not recognized, we already used that once. If we meet someone who could translate the parchment, we can use this hint to get to where they can translate it for us. If we need to summon Coletus the Holy Man, we kind of missed that already. We went through that reference and we didn't summon the Holy Man, so we need to just delete that from the hints. Yeah. And when we look through the Tormentor's bodies, oh, we did that as well. Yeah, that was one specific quest we already did, so we did that successfully. And then when there's a secret door, we know a password for the secret door. So there's also a hint of what we need to do there. It all has to do with like deducting a number from the reference and going to a different reference when there's no instructions to do that. It's like a secret instruction that we need to do ourselves without being told by the text. So we have a lot of these. Maybe we can go back and check, like Sally is suggesting. Which I don't consider cheating. No, I don't think that's cheating at all. Not at all. That is completely fine. But how do I know where we were? Oh shit, I need to somehow find where we were before. Oh man. Let's do a little search. A little search. Oh no, I can't search in the book. Oh no. Okay, there's got to be a way for me to find the place where we met the Birdman, right? It's probably gonna be a couple of minutes. I'm a convincing man. I can't search the book, even though it's a digital version. Can't do it. Oh, there they are. Yep. Okay, let's look. 3 Birdmen. Blah, blah, blah. They're angry. We started to talk to them, right? We started to talk to them. When we meet someone who can translate the apartment, take 20 off of the reference. Let's try to take 20 off the reference of some of these references to see if some of them can translate it to us. We'll talk to them. Yeah. Oh yeah, we could offer them food, or ask them about the families. We asked them about their families. That was that. Continue the conversation. 429. Let's see. No, that's not it. 429 minus 40 is 389. Nope. Not it. Yeah, we'll tell them the truth. We told them the truth that we're from Analand. And then at some point they told us who they are. Analand, blah blah blah. From Analand, you heard of the Crown of Kings. Yes, we admit our interest. 82. Yes, and now we're friends. Now that we're friends, let's try to translate this. Nope. No, there's no translation here as well. Okay, so no, they're not the ones. They're not the ones at all. So there's no way to get a translation from them. As far as I checked, there's some forks in the conversation we didn't take, but I didn't try the ones we didn't take because we went in a certain way. We chose to tell them certain things, but we got to the point where they were super friendly. And they gave us a whistle, the silver whistle. We should use it when we're like in great need, a time of great need, when we're stuck somewhere, I guess. We'll have the option to use the whistle. And we still didn't find anyone to translate the parchment for us. I don't know. Maybe we missed it. Maybe it's still in our future. Let's hope that we're not. It's not too late for it, and it's not like super important. Something super important that's gonna get us like stuck later on, like we were in the 7 Serpents, and we had to just decide that we know where we need to go. Okay. So we just spoke to the Birdmen. It was very surprising because most Birdmen are evil. We're in the fortress. We're going from room to room, from corridor to corridor, and we've been through 2 of the 4 magical doors you need to go through to get to the middle of the fortress and to meet the Archmage. Now the way is clear to us when you leave the room. The way is clear to you. You are let's remind everyone, you are Mrs. Daisy McGilligully, right here on the screen. You leave the room, you creep outside, no one is here, the way is clear for you to continue, and you creep along the passageway. You reach a T-junction. To your left, there's a solid metal door at the end of the hallway to the left from the junction. Over the door, there's a rope tied in a noose. Oh, a rope tied in a noose over the door. To the right, there's 2 wooden doors to choose from. In the left-hand wall of the passage, there's a wooden door, while at the end of the passage, there's a half-open door with a bell pull hanging next to it. So, are you going to turn left and try the door at the end with a noose? Turn right and try either the door on the left hand of the right side passage, or the door straight ahead. So we'll call it door with a noose, door on the left side, or door straight ahead. That's what we'll call these 3 doors: door on the noose, wooden door on the left, or wooden door straight ahead. Make your choice right now. One vote. Left. 2 votes down. Anyone else want to vote? Sally, left. Okay, cool. So 3 votes to go left. Now, the door that I called the door on the left is actually left. You take the right fork in the T-junction, and then you go in the door on the left wall, which is a closed wooden door. So you're avoiding the half-open door with a bell pull and the door that has a noose hanging right next to it. So both of these are suspicious. I kind of agree. So let's just go to the door. We turn right and try the door on the left, which is what you chose. Let's go right now. Okay, the door is not locked. You've have a little bit of difficulty turning the handle. It seems to turn easily, but the door is not gonna open. You turn the handle and you push, the door doesn't open as it should. You try several times before you discover there's actually a catch under the handle. You have to press it at the same time as it's turned. So you do it, you finally open the door, and you see a scene of utter absolute chaos inside. Let me show you the scene of chaos. Let's see if that shows. Yep, that's what you see inside. There's lots of noise and mess. You open the door, you see at least a dozen grotesque creatures. They're small, they're ugly, their dark skin is pitted with warts. They're like a group of goblins, but they're cursed with horrendous mutations. They're mutated. One has 2 stumpy legs which hardly lift it off the ground. Another has a large bulbous head, puffy like a sack of potatoes. Oh no, you can see it in the drawing, in the illustration. Oh shit, that's awful. Another sits in a corner making twittering noises like a bird and flaps its arms. Oh, Jesus. And yet another has no limbs, but its body is long and coiled like a serpent. The scene is frightening. It's terrible. Oh, Lord. A door is set in the wall across the room, and this is the only way through. Are you going to draw your weapon and march across the room, race to the far door as quickly as you can, or cast a spell? So these are your options. You can see the spells on the screen. It's Tell, Nip, Fog, Kid, or Sun. These are the 5 spells possible. And yeah, make the choice. One of these spells, or drawing your weapon and striding across, or running, racing for the far door as quickly as possible. Make your choice right now. All right, a vote for Sun, which creates a flash of light. Just make a choice. You can choose a spell. You can decide to choose a spell without knowing exactly what each spell does. We also don't always know perfectly what the spells do, but you can just choose to cast a spell if you want, and then we'll choose one of the spells. Hell, yeah, I think it's telepathy. I have the feeling. But you chose Sun, and that's the only choice made. How much stamina do we have? We have 5 out of 18 stamina. It's not a lot of stamina, but we chose Sun. Let's go and cast Sun. Yeah, 7.99, one before last. Let's take off the book. Yeah, it costs us 1 stamina point, and we need a stun jewel. We have a stun jewel, so we pay 1 stamina point. We're down to 4 out of 18. Whoops. We're down to 4 out of 18 stamina. What the hell am I doing? Down to 4 stamina, and now we're gonna go use the Sun Jewel. It's a different paragraph. Let's see. Yeah, you cast your spell with the jewel. It glows in a dull light, and then suddenly there's a brilliant light bursting from it and filling the room. Gasps go up all around, and the goblins cringe away from you into the corners of the room, shielding their eyes from the light. You have a clear path across the room to the door on the other side. That's the way it looks when you blind the poor goblins. Not only are they mutated, you see the one with stalks, the eyes at the edge of stalks, and the one with the oversized head. They're very poor to begin with, but now you've made their day even worse by blinding them temporarily with this sunstone, with this sun spell. Yeah, we made it. The door you've reached is locked in a similar way to the entrance door. So again, you find the little catch underneath the handle, you quickly grasp it, you flick it, and you step outside into a corridor, closing the door firmly behind you. This passage is quite short and widens at its far end. You follow it. Okay, we follow the path. Why not? Let's go. There's a passageway. That's okay, Sally. Only when you're in the mood. You don't owe us any poetry. And yeah, we'll be happy to hear whatever you have at any time. Let's see. So we're supposed to be in a paragraph right here. Okay. So the passageway widens. You reach an open hallway, which is evidently a main thoroughfare. So it's a main road through the fortress. There are several passages opening out into this area, and the way onwards is a choice of two doors. There's two doors, two heavy wooden double doors ahead. Both of them are about 3 meters high, quite big wooden double doors. And you notice that one of these doors is slightly open, slightly ajar. The other door is more ornate, a few yards to the left of the double doors. Two heavy. Oh, sorry. There's one set of heavy wooden double doors, and they're slightly open. The other one is just a regular wooden door, and it's more ornate, and it's also closed. And it's a little to the left of the double doors. There's like carvings in its wooden timbers of the door. So do you want to go investigate the large double doors or the smaller ornate door? Make your choice right now, please. The ornate door. Sit still, behave, does not trust slightly open doors. Okay, did one hit you in the face or something? Something bad happened? Did something to your family? A slightly open door today? Was it a trap? So I guess, yeah, we're gonna go through the closed ornate wooden door to the left. So we'll try that one, the smaller door. I gotta say, always in these dungeons, I always try the smaller door to the side before I go through the big doors, because usually my experience from playing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons as a kid is if you go through big doors, it's like a passageway to the next part of the story. While if you go through a little door to the side, a smaller door, then usually what it's going to be is like a side quest, a side path that maybe makes your way a little more interesting, maybe more dangerous, while also with more like rewards on the way. So like always in Dungeons and Dragons, you don't just keep going. You inspect all of the passage, like the side passageways, while you're doing it, right? So I always like to take the little door on the side before I go through the big double doors straight ahead. Cool. So there's carvings on the door. There's no useful information to be gained from the carvings. You grasp the handle, you open the door, and you walk inside. There's a bare room with a mechanical contraption of some sort standing alone in the center of the door. Let me show you the contraption. Another illustration today. This is a very strange contraption. It's made of brass and iron with wheels, bands, and cogs linked together in a way that suggests some sort of machine designed to work metal. But it is still. If you wish to try to discover how it works, you can test your luck. Sure. I'll remind you that when we test our luck, we succeed automatically because we have 15 luck out of a possible 12. Our maximum luck and our current luck is 15. So we're definitely going to try our luck. Right? Let's bring our luck down to 14. Every time you test your luck, again, a reminder, your luck goes down by 1 point. So slowly you're going to get less and less lucky the more you test your luck. But until we get to an 11, there's not even going to be a way for us to fail. Only from 10 and down. Like when we get to 10, that's the first time we can even possibly fail a luck test. So we're definitely going to test our luck, and we're going to be lucky. It's an auto succeed, and we go to the paragraph that it says. Right, so you turn a few wheels, you push some levers. Nothing seems to make any difference, but suddenly the machine splutters. And you just repeat your actions, you repeat what you just did, and it splutters again, but this time something catches, and the machine springs to life. There's wheels turning, plates moving up and down, steam starts to rise from the top of the machine, but you still cannot decide what it does. Finally, it dawns on you. This is a device for sharpening weapons and knives. Oh, it sharpens weapons. It has a large grindstone rotating at the back, and you may use it to sharpen your own weapon if you have any. Anything you sharpen on the machine will add a bonus of 1 point on to your attack strength from now on. Wow, 1 more to your attack strength. That's huge. We have 9 skill, which is good to begin with. We sharpen our weapon, which you can see in the drawing up there of Mrs. Daisy McGilligully. It's like a sword staff, a sword wand pogo stick combo. It is a huge weapon sharpener. And now, yeah, we're gonna fight as if we had 10 skill, which is quite a lot. Like 12 is the maximum that a warrior can have when you begin the game. When you just start the first book, 12 is the maximum you can have, I think, if I remember correctly. We're now up to 10 with a wizard character, which is quite big. That's a lot of attack strength, I think. We should be a little bit more confident fighting things with our weapon from now on. Hopefully, it will not cause our death. But I think it'll probably go a little bit better than it went in the previous 3 books. Cool. So when you've done this, you can turn the machine off and concentrate on your mission. You don't seem to be able to get through this room, so you'll have to return to the main hallway. Okay, we're gonna go back to the main hallway. Let's go back to 81. Cool, you see, it's exactly what I said. We sharpened our weapon, we found some kind of benefit, and then we go back to the main hallway, and we go to now choose whatever we want to keep going. So we just found a little bit something to the side, we got some benefit, and now we're back to where we started, and we can just go on through the double doors. Slightly open doors are something I abhor. I've seen just one before, but my luck was sore. It was but a trap lying on the floor. So right now I wait, or backwards I row, right away luck I'll sway, go against the flow. Oh, that's beautiful, Sally. You just keep getting better and better at these. That's amazing. I love it. Okay. Yeah, so now you're back in the main hallway, and now you have the big double doors, or it says, will you instead look for another way? So that's your choice. Are you going to try the double doors or look for another way? I don't know which way is going to be the other way. Make your choice right now. If there's anyone else listening who's here for the first time, feel free to cast your vote. Do we go through the double doors or find a different way? Either go through the double doors, slightly open double doors, large double doors, or try a different way. Alright, Sally, Aubrey Ginger, different way. 2 votes to try a different way. Sure, alright. Cool. So now we're gonna try a different way, which is what I probably would choose as well if it was up to me. Oh, cool. Look at that. That's amazing. So, will you investigate the large double doors, turn to 256, or will you instead look for another way, turn to 47? We now go to 47. 47 says, there is no other way onwards, turn to 256. Thank you, book. Thank you very much. I felt empowered to make choices here. That's awesome. Oh God, doesn't that make me feel just stupid? Alright, no other way. We have to go through the double doors. That was a waste of ink, a waste of pixels. You're naturally suspicious of such an important looking door being open. Says still behave. Exactly. Mrs. Daisy McGilligully agrees with your approach. It looks safe enough, but are you walking into a trap? Oh my God, the book agrees with you at every step along the way. You pick up a length of wood lying in the hallway and touch the door. Apparently there's wood just lying, this free wood just lying on the floor of the fortress. You touch the door, nothing happens. You shove the door open a little bit further, and then you realize the trap. A roaring flame and blast of heat flare up from behind the door, causing you to shield your face. The door opens directly into a burning inferno. Oh my god, your heart sinks. Jesus, there seems to be no way through there. Through here. Do you want to let the door close and try the ornate door, perhaps to return here later? Or will you risk an all-or-nothing run through the inferno? Okay, so the ornate door, I think we've already tried the ornate door, right? Is it the one we've already... Yep. Yeah, it's not a real choice again. You can try the other room again, but it's just exactly like the bullshit from before. It says the room is the same, you have no choice, you have to go through the inferno. Okay, let's go, let's see what happens. You use... no. That's not the right one. An all or nothing run through the inferno. 5, 4, 1. Oh my god. You use the sapling once more to shove the door wide open. The roaring swells and the heat blasts your face. With solid determination, you leap through the door. The sleep is noble but foolish. You land in the center of the inferno, screaming wildly as your clothes, then your hair catch fire, and your blood boils. Your death is mercifully quick. What? Oh my god. Not only did we weren't given any other way to proceed, we also are not, we just walk into our death. Okay. So, let's huddle. Let's huddle for a second. Some horrible mistake was made along the way, and Sally is right to ask, what was it even? Because I really don't understand. I don't know. Let's all right. I'm going to yeah, I think so too. We turned on a machine. It might have turned on the fire. Let's go back until where we were, where we could choose whether to go through the double door or not. Wheels, yeah, 54. We're in 54. That's the room with the machine. Right. The large double doors. Let's go to the large double doors without turning on the machine. Okay? We need to try that. Sally, that's a noble offer, a noble suggestion. Okay. Oh no, it's the same. You very carefully open the door, and then when you are given the option. I don't understand. 50, and it gives you either you can then go to the room with the machine and turn on the machine. Yeah, still behave. That's what I did. I went. We didn't go to the wooden door on the left. I went all the way back. When you were given the choice in the first place, and then still, if you go to the double doors first, you. Oh, the initial wooden door. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way back. In fact, we're gonna go all the way back to the beginning of tonight, which is that's the first choice we made. The first choice. Gladly, I still did not delete reference 479. I still didn't delete that. So we're just gonna go back all the way to the first fork we were on today. So now we have 2 doors. Only 2 doors possible. One of them is certain death in like half an hour, which is amazingly annoying. Super amazingly annoying that we have only two options that don't lead to certain death, but the one that leads to certain death, we only know about it later. Now, also notice that in some places in this book, you have some options. Like you have some options to do, to take secret choices, but none of these choices are relevant. None of these None of these hints also, none of them are relevant. It's not the Chamber of Night. It's not Throg's Larder. It's not Nagamante, the torture master. None of it is relevant at all. Just I don't know. It's just something that probably we need to solve some other way. My guess is this is the way forward. The Inferno is the way forward, and then you need to find a hint like these hints in red that says when you go through the fire, deduct some number from the reference, and then you'll get to the right place. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So your choices are either the door with the noose or a half-open door with a bell pull hanging next to it. So door with a noose or half-open door. Take your choice right now. I'm so annoyed. It's just so ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Sally votes noose. Door with a noose. Come on. I see a lot of people in the channel. Make your choices. Cast your vote. No votes except for Sally. Nobody wants to vote either the half-open door or the door with a noose hanging in front of it. Noose. Also got that poem, Sally. Yes, the open doors even more. Okay, so everyone votes noose. Nobody trusts open doors. Another poem from Sally. Fire bright it is and warm, moving slowly like a worm, wriggling like fingers, creeps, moving forward, never sleeps. Never jump into the flames, backwards run to whence you came. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. All right. The door, turn left and try the door at the end. Okay, that's the one with the noose. The heavy door is locked. Being solid metal, you do not fancy your chances at breaking it down. If you have a silver key, you may try it in the lock by turning the reference corresponding to the number cast into the key. Okay, we don't have a silver key. We do not have a silver key. Let's see, do we have a silver key? Silver key. Nope, no silver key. All right. Well, no way to open the door. Okay, sure. Why not? Let's just try something else. Oh, you can knock on the door. Okay, you can knock on the door. If you don't have a key, you can knock on the door. That's fine. You have some way maybe to proceed. Hopefully. Your knock is heard by someone inside the room. Okay, cool. No, we don't have a silver key, unfortunately. No. Not at all. Oh, what's going on? Am I glitching? Do you hear and see me well? Is it all flowing like the video and audio is all fine? Well, until somebody says something, I'm gonna assume that the audio and video is fine, but I have the feeling that there's some glitching going on. Oh, I'm back to normal? I think there was a glitch. Tell me if it's true. Yeah, okay, cool. So there was a glitch. I saw that something went wrong, but now I'm back. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, all right. So the glitch is over. Cool. Yeah, so you knock on the door. You knock on the silver door, which is the only option you have if you don't if you don't have the key. And somebody hears it and he says, "Come in." And then the tumblers in the lock turn. You can open the door and you can step inside. You do that, you fling yourself backwards instinctively. Above the door hangs a morning star, a vicious weapon consisting of a solid metal spiked ball hanging from a handle by a length of chain. As you open the door, it took the ball outwards to swing back at your face. Test your luck. Another trap, another door, another trap. Okay, we test our luck. So now we didn't go through the machine, so we didn't test our luck before, so our luck was at a 15. Now it's an auto success. Go down to a 14, so that means that 14 is now correct. And we're lucky. We're lucky because we have so much luck. So you avoid the full impact of the morning star. It swings past your ear and catches you across the temple. You have big ears. Remember, we're a frog warrior princess. There's big ears to catch with a morning star. You deduct 1 stamina point for the graze and enter the room. Okay. Oh, we also didn't go through the mutated goblins. So we are now at a 4 because we're still at a 5 stamina. We're now at a 4. So cool. We're back to normal. We're back to normal, everyone. We lost the 1 stamina and the 1 luck like we were supposed to before. Okay. We enter the room. Let's go in. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. This whole place is so mean. Okay. This is a large room, and it's a fearful sight. The walls are black and festooned with chains. What it lacks in furniture... yes, normal is nearly dead. Constantly nearly dead. The walls are black and festooned with chains. What it lacks is in furniture. It makes up for in traps, cages, racks, and innumerable other amusements designed for the torture of helpless victims. Oh my god, I know who that is. That's Nagamante, the torture master. It's in one of our hints. In one corner of the room, there is a brutally ugly ogre with a patch over one eye and a whip in his hand. This is the ogre. Feast your eyes upon the ogre. So, his voice booms at you. The Analander. Nope, it doesn't. We're recognized, so we can deduct 40 from the paragraph, and we actually can go to another paragraph where he doesn't recognize us. Let's go to 211. A visitor, exclaims the torture master. Yes! Haha! He doesn't know who we are. So he's now much happier. Yes, layers. Nice. So yeah, he says a visitor, and I feel one with sense of fun. No one comes into this room unless they wish something from Nagamante. Yes, it is Nagamante, the torture master. I will offer you a bargain. Ask me what you require. If I can help, I may. Then I will ask you a question. If you cannot answer, then you shall be my amusement for the rest of the day. What do you say? Okay, so do you accept the offer or do you not? Yeah, there's a bargain. We can ask for help, and he's going to ask us a question in return. Do we accept the bargain or not? Make your choice. Yep, 2 votes to accept. Avoid a fight if possible. Any more votes? Okay, I'll remind you, by the way, the hint that we got, the clue we got in the previous book is pay respect to Nagamante, the torture master. You need to be respectful, okay? So that's the thing. I think accepting a bargain that he offers is respectful, right? It's doing what he wants. So let's make a bargain. Okay, so you agree. So what is your first question to him going to be? So these are the options. You can casually ask about some of the tortures he's enjoyed in the past, and then ask where you may find the Archmage. Okay, so your aim in the first option, your aim is to ask about the Archmage. You're gonna mask it by asking him casually about some torture. Just some torture talk. So that's the first option. Second option is ask what his favorite weapon is, and then ask whether he knows everything of the Crown of Kings. So that's your goal, the Crown of Kings. And third option is to compliment him on such a fine torture chamber, and then ask whether he knows anything of the Throben doors. Oh, cool. So find the Archmage, anything about the Crown of Kings, or anything of the Throben doors. I will remind you, we got another hint. He's the guardian of the third Throben door. It's him. It's him, the guardian of the third Throben door. So that's Oh, compliment. Yeah, compliment him on such a fine torture chamber. It's kind of like paying respect. Yes, it is. Maybe that's the hint. So we have 2 hints now pointing to the third question. The third question. The third question is about the Throben door, and he's the guardian of the third door. And I think it's the fire. I think the fire is the third door. And also the complimenting him is paying respect. Cool. So let's not put it up for a vote at all. Let's just choose this because we have so many hints pointing to this one. I think that's the right choice. He falls silent as you pay your respects. Yes, we paid our respects. Throbin is something in the game world that we're playing in Titan. Throbin is like both a place and the name of things coming from that place. So Throbin door is like a door that was made by someone in Throbin, I guess. And it's like a place known to have powerful wizards of some sort. I don't know much more about that. I just read up about it a little bit. So Throbin is like, they had, I guess, masters, craftsmen in Throbe. Yeah. No, I think it's Throbin. I don't know. Maybe it's Throbe. Maybe I'm misremembering. I only remember the word Throbin. So maybe Throbin is people from Throbe, or the door is coming from, like, things coming from Throbe. I don't know. You could probably Google that pretty easily. I don't know, though. Yeah, I have no idea. Honestly, I'm not sure. So yeah, we paid our respects. You did do that. So you've appealed his sense of professional pride. He's very proud of his fine torture. No one has ever complimented me before like that, he sighs. What your business is here I do not know, but those kind words deserve thanks. You wish to know about the Throben doors? Well, I will tell you this. If you leave this room through the door on the left, you will eventually arrive at a Throben door. This door is open. But when you open the door, you will seemingly step into a pit of hellfire. Ignore this, for it is naught but an illusion, and will burn only those who believe in its existence. It's an illusion. See, it's an illusion of fire. But you must plunge in at your first opportunity. Any hesitation or dawdling will destroy your belief in the flame as an illusion. Let nothing sidetrack you. Oh, you have to just jump in head first. Cool. This is all I will tell you, and tell not a soul that Nagamante revealed its secret to you. Okay, we know. No, it's not the wrong order. Sit still, behave. We tried the double doors before the side door, the ornate door. It's still the same happened. You have to get this hint. You have to get this hint at all, in order to have any chance to cross the fire. Right. So you say thank you, and you leave the room. He seems to have forgotten all about asking you a question in return. If you follow his advice and find a large double door, then when you step through it into the fire beyond, turn to 399. Oh yeah, it is. We got to the right place. We just took the wrong path to get there. These books are. I mean, the first book was not that loaded with this, right? I think they get worse in order. The Shamutanti Hills is just pretty linear and nice, and there's not many ways to find out later that you fucked up earlier in the book, and now you just have no way to go forward. There's absolutely. I don't think the Shamutanti Hills has even one of these. And then Kare and the Seven Serpents have like more and more of these things where if you just take the wrong option in the book, 7 paragraphs later you're dead and you don't know exactly what you did wrong. And that's just, it's just, I don't know what I think about that. Anyway, so now we know how to cross the fire. We just need to turn to 399 when we get to the fire instead of going to the one where we die. Right, we can continue now. There's no choice. We just need to go on and leave the door. You have a choice of 2 doors leading from the torture room. They are both in the wall ahead of you, leading further into the inner chambers. Will you take the door in the corner on the left or the other door to its right? Okay, so the left one leads to the Throben door. The right one leads to somewhere else. Decide which one we're going to take first, because I'm not sure the other one leads to death at all. I think maybe it's something interesting other than the Throben door, and then we'll get to the Throben door later. Left or right? You need to cast your vote now. Last Friends episode. Nice. Left. Sally votes left. Go right to the Throben door. Cool. Any more votes, right or left? The one that was ornate. Okay, okay. So this is not the choice we have right now. You seem to have it mixed around a little bit. This is not the doors that we're talking. It's not right now. It's not the double door and the ornate door. It's now we're not there yet. It's just doors leading out from the torture chamber. We're in the torture chamber still. Do we go to the door on the left or on the right? He told us the left one leads to the Throben door, right? The left one leads to the one with the fire, and we're going to be able to get through the fire there. But the one on the right goes to where we don't know yet. We don't know what's in there. Right. Okay, so there's one vote to go to the right. Any more votes? I guess to still behave is sitting that one out. So there's only one vote to go to the left. To go to the right, sorry. To go to the right side door, which is what we're going to do. So the door on the right, let's hope it's not another auto death. Insta-death. Okay. There's a dirty living quarter there. Oh shit, it's his personal room or something. An unmade bed in a corner and a table and a chair are against the wall. There's a jug standing on the table along with a metal bowl. A wooden box is protruding a few inches from underneath the bed. This could be the torture master's home. It is. But then again, perhaps it is not. There are virtually no possessions in the room. Well, there is a metal box. This, of course, could mean nothing, as an ogre's possessions are limited anyway. So, are we going to step inside and investigate? Or are we just going to go through the other door? Are we going to investigate his personal room, his own bedroom, while he's in the torture chamber behind us? Or are we just going to take the other door and go on? Yes, investigate, Sally says. Bad feeling, but I kind of want to. Yes, exactly. Exactly. We all kind of want to. All right. We're going to do it. Let's investigate. If it's an auto death, I'm just going to go back. Okay, so, do you want to check the walls for secret passages, or will you pull the box from under the bed and open it? Check the wall for secret passages, or pull the box from under the bed and check it. Oh. Okay, so there seems to be a tie. A tie between checking the box or checking the walls. Right, Sally? I understand you correctly. You wanted to pull the box out and check it. And I kind of feel like doing that as well. So because there's a tie, I'm going to be the tiebreaker. And I'm going to decide that we're going to check the box. We're going to pull the box from under the bed and open it. So, yeah, let's do it. The box is heavy. You really need to strain to tug it from under the bed. It has rusty hinges and it's difficult to open. To your dismay, you find it empty. It's empty. However, while you're struggling with the box, your previous doubts about the purpose of the room are answered. Oh shit, that was the trap. That was the thing. We did something bad. A noise from the doorway makes you spin round quickly. What you see makes you leap frantically towards the door, but you're too late. The heavy portcullis is already dropped in the doorway, barring your escape. Of course, you think. The answer is now obvious. This room is no one living quarters. It's a prison cell, and the heavy bars will not be budged either by your strength or your magic. You're a prisoner of Mampang, and your journey is now over. My lord, another auto death. Another auto insta death for checking the doors. Oh lord. Oh no, that's so bad. No, let's see the secret passages option. What happens if we check for secret passages? You feel around, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, okay. Alright. You die again. That's another death. That's checking the secret passages is another death. So both Sally and Sis still be happy if you felt like bad, like you chose the wrong option and the other one is maybe the right one. stop feeling bad. Both options are insta-death. Oh, God. This is terrible. All right. No, we're just gonna go to the other door because this shitty book, it's just killing us. It's just killing us wherever we make any kind of, oh God, wrong choice. Jesus. No hint, by the way. No clue. Nothing at all. All right. Okay. So, let's read out Sally's latest poem. The doors are doubles, just like ears, listening to people's fears. Keeping people in the dark, giving nothing, not a mark. Keeping people dumb with fear, leaving nothing that is clear. That is both beautiful and true. Okay, yeah, you totally wisely. We did suspect that, but at least wound us. Do something that's reversible. Do something that's gonna make us feel bad about our bad choice, but still gonna make it possible for us to keep going, right? I mean, we shook the wrong hand. We shook the wrong hand in the first book, and we got the plague. We got sick with the fucking plague. But then we still went on. We had a prayer to pray to cure us of the plague, and we found a lucky healing spring to cure us of the plague as well. So, I mean, there were some options. There was some options to do other things. Should have found his laundry and taken some damage. Yes, exactly. We should have found the stinky ogre's underwear, taken some poison damage, and just kept going. All right, so you go through the right door because you're a very wise and prudent frog warrior princess. You don't take unnecessary chances, and you don't snoop through people's personal rooms. We do. We do. Shin is not with us tonight, so we make all the bad choices. So yeah, there's you step out into an arched cloister. The cloister runs around a sort of yard. You follow it around, turning the first corner and looking for a suitable way onwards. At the midpoint of the second wall, a passageway leads out from this courtyard back into the main building. Doors lead off on both sides of this passageway, and at the far end there is another door. Towards the end of the passage, on the right-hand side, a sign swings in the gentle breeze. It reads, Nylock Merchant Open. There's a merchant. That's cool. Before that, another door reads, Inner Sanctum. If you wish to try the earlier right-hand door, turn to 140. If you wish to see what the merchant has for sale, turn to 91. And if you wish to continue down this passage and leave through the door at the end, turn to 310. So there's a passageway back into the main building, right? That's the midpoint door. There is a merchant later on, and then at the end of the passage, oh no, back into the main building. Okay, sorry. So you can go back into the main building, you can go to the merchant, or you can go into the inner sanctum. These are your three choices. Back to the main building, to the merchant, or to the inner sanctum. Make your choice right now. Sally immediately merchant. Promising. A promising choice. Talk always. All right. Sit still, behave. I mean, my guess about what you just said, sit still, behave, is that if the fire door is the Throben door, like the fire room, that means that we're gonna get there no matter what we do. I think, if I understand the design of this book properly, we might lose. There might be 18 more insta-death choices to be made along the way, but eventually we can't bypass the door, or we can't. I don't know. We will eventually reach there. So I think going to try more interesting things on the way is probably the right choice. So let's go see the merchant. Cool. Okay, yeah, you the door to the room is already open, foreboding, right? Sounds dangerous. You step inside, you see exactly what you expect. The walls are ribbed with shelves, and there's hundreds of trinkets, artifacts, knickknacks, and treasures displayed on them. A plump, yellow-skinned merchant sits behind a table in one corner. Yes, another open door. He sits behind a table on one corner and eyes you suspiciously. Here's the room. And here's the merchant who's eyeing you suspiciously. Blah, blah, blah. He seems to be undefended, and you cannot see how he prevents his customers from stealing his wares. Do you have any money? If so, you may purchase some of his merchandise. Otherwise, you may attempt to steal something. Oh, shit. We have a lot of money, so I'm not gonna choose to leave or to steal anything. I'm just gonna choose to buy some shit. We've had enough dishonesty and stealing and being a bully in general. Let's just buy something. Yeah, there's gonna be, exactly. You do not see how he keeps people from stealing, so just go ahead and steal something. Another fucking trap. I know this book well enough to know that I don't need to. I don't need to test my luck in this way. Cool. So there's a few options. There's a rusty cutlass, which he claims is an enchanted weapon. He says it's enchanted. It's just a rusty cutlass. We didn't burn a house in quite a while. That's true. Let's see. Maybe we can burn this store. Okay. So a rusty cutlass that he says is enchanted. A set of 2 candles bound together. One is a red blood candle. Oh shit. It's from the hint. We should not use the blood candle in the dark room. And the other one is an ordinary wax candle, right? So the 2 candles cost 2 gold pieces. Third option is a number of spell artifacts, some of the ones you might require for spells. But these are expensive at 5 gold pieces each. Okay. A bird's nest has a single golden egg inside. A bird's nest with a single golden egg. And a pouch hanging from one of the uppermost shelves contains ancient silver pieces. These will cost you 4 gold pieces, but he will not part with the pouch, which is not for sale. Okay, so you can buy a rusty cutlass, candles, some spell artifacts, which are quite expensive, a nest with a golden egg, or silver pieces. Which ones do we want? Make your choice. Sit still, behave. You're absolutely right. There's also 2 candles. It might just be that the white one is perfectly fine and the red one is a trap. So the white one is still going to be useful. It might be. Candles for sure. Okay. Buy everything, Sally says. Actually, I mean, yeah. We have so much money. We can just buy a lot of things. Let's start with the candles. Because that seems to be a consensus around here. As he's told you, the 2 candles are self-lighting. The blood candle will last longer than the normal one. Oh, look how the book entices us to make the wrong choice. The blood candle will last longer than the normal one. 473. Did you buy any of the other items for sale? If so, turn to the appropriate reference to find out what its properties are. So, did we buy everything? Everything is rusty cutlass, candles, spell artifacts, nest with eggs. So, rusty cutlass is 3. Candles, another 2 is 5. Artifacts is 5 more, it's 10. Nest with egg and silver pieces is like 4 more. So, I think it's 6 more in total. So, I think it's like 16. Gold pieces? 16 gold pieces in total? Everything, Sally says. Every single thing. Alright, so let's check and see what we have. Let's buy everything. 16 gold pieces. I mean, yeah, it's really not so much. I don't know if you're supposed to go to get to this part with so many gold pieces. We'll just buy everything. 63 minus 16 is 47. Yep, that's how much it is. So now we have a rusty cutlass. Let's go to check what the rusty cutlass does. The cutlass is not enchanted. The merchant is simply a good salesman. And if you use it, you deduct 1 skill point because it's a rusty blade. Wonderful. Okay, so that's just a trap. That's nothing. Okay. Now we're going to check to see what the spell artifacts nest with egg or silver pieces do. But we will do this after a short break. We're now halfway through the episode. I'm going to have to take a 5-minute break. We'll be right back and we will check to see we'll check to see what other treasures we have just purchased from the merchant. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you very much for waiting. I am now here and we're ready to go on. Say hi, everyone who joined us. There's still some people I don't recognize. Some of them might actually be real, living, breathing human beings. If you're there and you want to participate in the game, say hi. If not, we will continue to play with Sally and with Sit Still Behave. We're about halfway through today. And it does seem like there's going to be another session next week. It does seem like we're not going to be done with this story today, with this book. Ooh, cutlass, magical or not, is a pretty useful tool, and whichever rust it caught, it will cut through cloth and wool. Haha, nice. Cloth and wool. Yeah, nice. We can sharpen it later and then it becomes completely useless. Yeah, you're supposed to, if you use it, you deduct one from your battle strength, like your battle value. So it's like you have one skill less. Let's just grab a bunch of junk. Just take it up there. Yeah, it's the map from Kare, the previous book. Take this up. And then add some more things. So we now have a rusty cutlass, which is a -1 weapon. It's a bad weapon. We also have blood candle, and a regular candle, which is awesome. Now let's go check the spell artifacts. Spell artifacts, which we also bought. That's fine. So some of the artifacts you may need for the spells listed in your spell book are on its shelves. Blah blah blah. You have 2 artifacts for 8 gold pieces, 3 for 10, and any others you may wish to buy will cost you only 1 gold piece each. Oh, so you can buy 1 gold piece, 1 artifact, 1 spell component for 5, and then 2 for 8, 3 for 10, and then an extra 1 for 1 gold piece each. So these are the options. Okay, listen to this. There's a jewel of gold, yellow powder, a gold-backed mirror, an orb of crystal, and a jewel-studded medallion. So we have... we might check to see how we die with a blood candle. We might check to see what happens. Buy everything, Sally says. Drunk with power. Okay, so we have a jewel, powder, mirror, orb of crystal, and a jewel-studded medallion. So that's going to cost us a total of 12 instead of 5. It's going to be 12. So 7 more gold pieces. I mean, we have yellow powder. We have a gold-backed mirror. Right? We have these 2. So we have 2 of them. A gold jewel? We don't have a gold jewel. We have a sun jewel, but it's not a gold jewel. What do we need a gold jewel for even? I don't know. I don't know what we need a gold jewel for. We have a... We don't have a crystal orb. Or no, we do have an orb. We had an orb. Crystal orb. Yeah, we do have a crystal orb as well. So the only things we don't have is a gold jewel and a jewel-studded medallion. Right? A jewel of gold. What's a jewel of gold? What does that even mean? Just a thing? I don't know. Okay. So gold jewel for sure. And then jewel-studded medallion. So we have these 2 now. This is going to cost us 8. We can pay 4 more and get 3 more objects, but we don't. Do we need? It is a jewel made of gold. Yes. I guess it's that's what it is. But they don't tell us. They don't describe it to us. They don't say what that is. Okay. I don't even remember which spells these are components for. So Sally votes yes. Sit Still Behave says no doubles. So I guess it's a tie in this vote of whether to buy more things or not. I'm gonna decide we don't buy any more things. We don't buy doubles. I'm just gonna pay another 3. It's an extra 3 because 2 objects cost 8. We'll sell it at home. Sally, for teeth. Sally, you convinced me. Fuck yeah. We're gonna pay the extra 4. We're gonna pay the extra 4. We now have 2. No, not 2 tinderbox. 2 gold-backed mirror. We have 2 yellow powder. And we have, what was the other one? Crystal orb. We also have 2 crystal orbs. Yep. That's amazing. That's amazing. No, we will never run out of spell components. Famous last words. All right, cool. We bought a lot of them. Let's go back to 473 and see what else we got. What else we bought? A nest with a golden egg. We bought a nest with a golden egg. What is that? The nest and golden egg are a mystery. Could they be useful if you come across birdmen? Does the egg have any value, or are they both simply luxurious ornaments? Will you find out? Turn to 473. Okay, it's just a mystery. Let's write that down. Nest with golden egg. And the last item we bought is some silver pieces, some silver coins. We paid 4 gold pieces for a bunch of silver pieces. Let's see what that is. The silver pieces are worth more than the gold you paid for them. Oh, that's amazing. But they're more trouble than they're worth. The pouch that the merchant would not sell you is capable of magically generating more of these coins. So he's lost nothing. Outside of their pouch, The coins will burn through anything you put them in. You will not notice this until afterwards, when you have lost them. A short while after you have placed them in your backpack, they will have burnt a hole in your pack and dropped out. You will also have lost one item from your backpack. Shit. Oh my lord. Cross off the third item on the equipment list and the coins and turn to 473. Okay. The third item. Oh god, it's the locket with a small woman portrait. That's the third item in our list. Oh my god. Yeah, no, we do lose. We do lose. It's not because we don't have room in the backpack. The backpack says we don't lose items when we don't have enough room for things because it's large. It's a large backpack, but this is not the reason. They burnt a hole through the backpack. So we do lose a locket with a small woman portrait, which was from the very first book. It was from the Shamutanti Hills. We've been looking for a way or a place to use this locket for it to become important for 3 straight books now. We never have. We never have. Okay. Yeah, Sally caught everyone up about why teeth are so important to us. Okay. All right. We bought 2 useless things. I have 3 ape teeth. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna count them separately. It's gonna be the locket. I'm sorry, Sally. I'm so very sorry for doing it, but it's gonna be the locket that we lose. We lost the locket. Just in 2 paragraphs from now, we're gonna meet a lonely, lost woman who says, "Have you found my locket, dear frog princess?" And we're not gonna have the locket. Okay. We're done. Let's leave at the door to the door at the end of the passageway. Turn to 310. Can we burn the shop? Yeah, actually, it's been quite bad. You burn the shop as you leave. You cast a small fire flame thing and you burn the shop. The shop burns after behind you when you leave. And because you're so cool, you do not look back at the burning the burning store front. When it's just like after a while, you walk like 5 or 6 steps, there's suddenly like an explosion when the fire catches onto something flammable, like highly flammable, like some kind of spell component, like a combustible powder of some sort, and there's like a whoosh of fire that explodes the door outside. The door flies, flaming, completely engulfed in flames, and falls down in the middle of the courtyard outside. But you don't even look back because you're that cool. Yeah, let's keep going. One end, there's a dead end, and you decide to turn right and follow the passage. 124. Okay, 124 is the place with the large double doors or the smaller door to the left. Cool. Now we're at the choice we were at before, and now the large double doors are not auto lose. But now we also know that we can go to the small door, the ornate door to the left. So we're gonna go to that door. We're gonna sharpen our sword pogo stick, and we are gonna get the +1 combat strength that we can get by spending 1 luck point, right? You test your luck inside there. After you do, you sharpen your sword pogo stick combo, and you also sharpen the wooden oh, it's a wooden spear, so no, you can't sharpen a hardwood spear. It's only for metallic objects. So we sharpened our sword pogo stick wand combo. And yeah, we have a +1 sword wand pogo stick. Let's write it down here. Add 1 to your combat strength. Oops. All right, sure. Good job, everyone. Now we cannot die as we go through the large double doors. All right, we go all for nothing run through the inferno. We now know we need to go to 399 instead of what we're we sharpen the cutlass too. Sure, let's sharpen the cutlass. Why not? We have a cutlass now. It's not -1. Now it's a regular rusty cutlass that doesn't have any bonuses or minuses when you fight with it. Might be useful. Might be useful eventually. Sure. Okay. The flames lick your clothes and the heat begins to feel unbearable, but you have seen through the illusion. You continue through the inferno and you feel the effects die. The flames are cold. There's no heat. On the far side of the inferno, there's another door which you walk comfortably up to. Cool. Cool. A sign over the door catches your attention. It reads Chamber of Night. Shit, Chamber of Night. That's the other clue with the candles. You pause for a moment before you try the door. What can the Chamber of Night hold in store? Night creatures? Sleeping gas? There is only one way you will find out. You turn the handle. The door opens to a room as black as coal. Not a beam of light comes from the room. Even the dull light from the area where you now stand cannot penetrate its blackness. Do you have a candle with which you can use to light your way through the room? Yes, I do. So, which candle will you use to light your way? The blood candle or the ordinary candle? I'm gonna try the blood candle. We're not gonna try the blood candle, but we're gonna... Sally really wants us to try the blood candle. Let's try it for giggles. Just for shits and giggles. We're not going to actually do that. We're just going to see what happens. In which way we horribly, terribly die. Let's see. Okay, you take the candle. Blah, blah, blah. You concentrate. Suddenly, a flame flickers and appears at the wick, just in time as the door behind you slams shut of its own accord. And then you need to choose your few steps. Okay, so it's not an insta-death. It's not an insta-death. I'm not gonna keep going. It's not an insta-death. So I'm gonna just see. I don't know. I have no idea what happens. There's some more choices to make in there, and I'm just not gonna bother. Let's use the ordinary candle, and let's keep going. Okay. You concentrate on the candle. A flame flickers just in time as the door behind you slams shut of its own accord. Same description. Now, on the floor, there's sharp blades protrude through the wooden floorboards at irregular intervals. Your balance will have to be perfect as you pick your way through the deadly maze. Okay, we now choose our next step by turning either to reference 87 or 239. There is absolutely no hint, no description. We're not told what this is at all. So I'm gonna now pass this decision on to you. 87 or 239. One vote to the meaningless reference 87. Okay, 2 votes. Both of you choose 87. Sure, you say. It might become tears of sorrow and regret very soon. Any more votes? Anyone out there else wants to vote this meaningless choice between 2 numbers? It's not the best vote, not the best choice in the book. It already is. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's go to 87. Let's see what happens at 87. You inch your way slowly across the room. For your next few steps, choose either another meaningless choice. Listen carefully. It's very important you listen very carefully. 488, 341, or 359. 488, 341, or 359. Yeah, it's actually a kitchen. We're going through a kitchen. Sit still, behave. Oh man, decides not to choose. Alright, I completely understand. Let's go to 341. 341. Okay. Beads of sweat appear on your forehead. The going is difficult as the candlelight and the candlelit shadows sway across the room. But so far, you have not touched any of the blades. To take your next few steps, choose between turning to 262, 239, or 52. Again, 262, 239, or 52. Go ahead. Oh my god. These choices, 239. The middle one again. Any other votes? Anyone else wants to vote between three meaningless numbers? Okay. Yeah, it did work so far. That's right, Sally. Your choices were perfect up till now, apparently. You step carefully between the blades. The flickering candlelight makes it difficult for you to see the room clearly, but your next few steps are safe. To take a few more steps, choose to turn to either 262, 359, or 488. But we already were in some of these paragraphs. What the hell is going on? Okay. No, we weren't in any of them. Okay, so we didn't step on any of these paragraphs yet. We didn't step to any of them. But we were already given these choices before, which makes me start being very suspicious. 359, Sally says. Let's try 359. Sure, let's try 359. 359. The room seems to shift in the candlelight, but it's a natural trick of the flickering light. You manage to keep your balance and step safely across the room. To take your next few steps, choose to turn to either 52, 488, or 262. What the fuck? Okay, another choice. 52, 488, or 262. Which one, Sally? Is this going to be the middle one again? 488. Yep. It seems to have worked, but I think no, the game is fucking with us. You inch your way across the room. For your next few steps, choose either 52 or 341. We already went to 341. So let's go to 52, which is the one we still weren't at. 52. At last! Your hand touches the wall ahead of you and feels the outline of a door. You grasp the handle and you turn it. Yes! We made it! It's a maze. It's just a maze. Okay, cool. We made it through a maze. Not bad. Nice. Okay, I gotta say, it's not awful. It's okay. All right. Cool. Whew, that's a long paragraph. Let's go. You breathe a sigh of relief. You step out of the darkness into a brightly lit room. Your eyes smart in the light and you're forced to close them momentarily to adjust. Hurried by relief, you step through the doorway, perhaps a little too quickly. So basically, you step through the door with your eyes closed into a brightly lit room. So, I don't think they're dead. No, they're still alive, quite old. Yeah, why? What are your plans exactly, since they'll behave? What exactly are your plans? What do you want to do with them? You want to put them in this room. I want to make them walk through this room. So what it says is you step through the doorway perhaps a little too quickly. Caution should have been your watchword. A slightly open door. As you step into the bright room, hands grab your wrists. Guards, you have been captured. The two sentries march you proudly over towards two doors in the left-hand wall. Their gruff voices cannot conceal their excitement as they bundle you in through one of the doors to present you to their captain. Khartoum, captain of the guards, sits behind a wooden desk which is covered in papers. You're surprised to find that he is no beastman, or as are the other guards. He's tall, slim, and his long hair falls down to his shoulders. Although he is a human, he is not from Analand. Most probably he is a renegade from the lands to the east of Kakabad. Will you face the captain to see what he has to say, or would you rather try to make a break for it before the door is closed behind you? Okay, face the captain, see what he has to say, or make a break for it. Make your choice right now. Yeah, everything bad in this book was behind a door. All bad things. Face the captain, see what he says. That seems to be the popular choice. Any other votes? Alright, no other votes. Let's see what the captain has to say. The Analander, exclaims the captain. But no, he doesn't. If we're recognized, we can go to another paragraph and we're not going to be recognized. So let's go to somewhere else. The captain looks at you curiously. The obvious similarity between your races has come as a shock to him as well. He's surprised to see that we are. I mean, we're not similar to him. Let's take another look at Mrs. Daisy McGilligully. A similarity between our races. I guess that means he's a frogman as well. The captain's a frogman, and he's a tall and slim frogman. Yeah, they did assume our race. They did actually assume our species. Is very non-PC, very very offensive. Anyway, sure. You hold his gaze, then you look around the room. The room is illustrated opposite reference 375. You may find a useful clue in this illustration. Ooh, let's go look at the illustration. Let's go look at the illustration because they say there might be a clue there. There might be a clue. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, look at the room. Oh my god, look at the room. Oh god. So imagine a frog person instead of him. But there's also a clue. There's also a clue in this room, in this picture. Oh no, it's a portrait of a woman. Yes, it is a portrait. We just lost it. I can't believe it. Oh no. Oh, that's so sad. That is so sad. Oh god. Oh god, Jesus. That's just so sad. Yeah, chat wants me to cheat. Sally, poor Sally. I'm so sorry. I know you keep wanting to have us like do the perfect run. Well, let's see what options we have. Okay, so he shit. Oh god, we just lost it. We just lost it. Okay. Finally, he sits down and speaks to you. What have we here, he asks. An intruder or one with legitimate business so deep within the confines of the fortress? Well, have you lost your tongue? What will you tell the captain, the frog captain? Oh, the coins lost their magic. Oh, you're so helpful. I love it. So what are you gonna tell the captain? Okay. So now there's some options. Do you pretend you have a message for the Archmage? Pretend you have a message for the Archmage. One option. Second option, do you tell him you have sworn to destroy the evil within the fortress? Sworn to destroy the evil within the fortress. Or will you offer him something from your backpack, perhaps as a bribe? That's the third option. What are we gonna do? These are third. Make your choice. Oh no. Okay, so one vote to cheat. Another vote to destroy the evil in the castle, in the fortress. Oh no. Destroy evil and die. Okay, let's see what happens if we say that we're gonna destroy the evil in the fortress. Your bold announcement does credit to your bravery, but not to your intelligence, for you are hardly in a position to issue threats. The captain and his guards laugh loudly. Take the miserable half-orc to the dungeons? Half-orc? We're not a half-orc. Take the miserable frog princess to the dungeons, commands the captain. His guards obey. You will now spend the rest of your life in captivity. Mercifully, this will not be for long. Okay. Back. Oh god. Yeah, that's... Of course you die. We can cheat later. He is so racist. Yeah, I mean, but why does it say half-orc? We're not a half-orc. What the fuck? What the hell? Oh god. All green people are orcs. Oh, because we're green. But he's the same race as ours, so we decided he's a frog as well. He needs to know what we are. He seriously needs to know what we are. We're not a half orc. That's really mean. What do we do, friends? Do we cheat? Let's try to cheat. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if we say we have a message to the Archmage. Okay, if we say we have a message, we test our skill. And if we make it, we test our skill as the power of persuasion. Huh. And he walks us to somewhere else. Oh, God. Okay. Let's make a vote for real now. Do we cheat or not? Because I really want to see what happens if we have the locket. And we kept it for so long. For so fucking long. But we lost it. So you tell me. Do we cheat or not? I feel cheated. I feel like I was cheated. So yeah, I'm gonna accept what you decided, and we're gonna cheat. So we're gonna offer something perhaps as a bribe. Okay, what can you offer the captain? 3 gold pieces, a locket found along your journey, or any Borin skin boots. Okay, yeah, let's give him the locket. Jesus. You mentioned the locket to him and described the portrait painted within. The captain's jaw drops. Let me see it, he demands. You get him to agree to release your hands, and you fish for the locket in your bag. Realizing its significance, you concoct a story, telling him how it was given to you in Kare by a beautiful woman who gave you instructions to pass it on to a kept in Khartoum with her love. A tear appears in the corner of the captain's eye, and he waves the guards away so he can talk to you in private. You continue your story, and he listens earnestly, believing every word. In return for bringing this locket, he agrees to help you. He pulls a key from his pocket and hands it to you. The key has a number 17 cast into it. Wow, the number 17. We're gonna use the key later on. This key will open the next Throban doors you come to at the foot of the Archmage's tower. That's for the last doors. Oh my god. Nice. You may use this key by deducting its number from the reference you are on and turning to this new reference. My lord. Blah, blah. My lord. No, I want to see what happens if we manage to to convince him that we have a message for the Archmage. Oh, he gives us the key anyway. So if you just lie and you make the skill roll, which is a roll, it's 2d6, you need to make the skill or lower. So because our skill is 9, we need to roll a 9 or lower on 2 6-sided dice, which is pretty good odds. We get the key anyway. And we yeah. Yeah, and we continue to the same paragraph. We continue to the same one. How about if we lie and we miss? Let's see what happens if we lie and we don't make it. I just want to know what happens. It's really interesting. So we didn't have to have the locket. You don't have to have the locket. The locket is like an auto succeed. And oh no, does it still behave? No, you should totally try. You should totally try RPG. Yeah. I mean, you're also a fan of the Monday show, and I'm guessing you do like the RPG that's going on there, right? The Monday, the Questers of the Alpalor going on Monday. Okay. So, blah, blah, blah. He's not sure. Let's see what happens if we don't make it. We don't make it. The captain does not believe your story. He then starts to question you. tries to question you, you're stubborn, blah blah blah, and you die. Okay, so basically, okay, if you give him the locket, you get the key, you move on. If you lie, if you say that you're here to destroy all the evil, you die. If you say that you lie and you have a message for the Archmage, you get the same key and you get to the same place, or you die. So there's no other options. There's only two eventual endings. Either you die from either saying the wrong thing or not lying convincingly enough, or you get the key and you move on from either lying convincingly or giving him the locket. So really, there's no other ending to this part of the book at all. So that's the way it is. If you're playing it again in the future, you just know to. Some recruiting going on in the chat right now. Sally's trying to recruit. Said Still Behave. You trust me more. So I'll have you know, says Still Behave, that when we're done with this, we're going to start a role-playing game that I'm going to run to you, and I'm actually going to write and improvise and run the game to you as the main character. It's going to be just like these books. You're going to make choices along the way. There are going to be pauses. You're going to make choices, and there's going to be like 30 seconds to make a choice. And then you're going to... Oh, you meant Sally. Oh, fine then. Fine. Sure. You go play with Sally then. Alright. So it's going to be your very own choose your own adventure, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You're gonna have your own choose your own adventure that's not from a book once we're done with this. Lies and keys, are they the same? Are lies just silver metal frames? Can they open ears like gates, moving minds like metal bars? Stand on them like wooden crates, fly on them as if to Mars. Wow, amazing. I love it. Okay. So you got the key. You were set free by the captain of the guard. He lets you go. You go through the hallway you came into from the Chamber of Night. You cross it and you get to another room. The door opens. Already scary. Doors are scary already. You step into a large open chamber with dark alcoves around the walls. There's torches set into the walls. They light the room with a flickering glow. The floor is marbled, as are the walls. Across the room, you can see two large double doors. So that's the exit. Although there's no one about, there's something in the center of the room. Standing on the pedestal, a few feet above the floor, is a large marble sculpture. There it is right here. It faces towards you, but in the dim light you can only just make out its shape. It is about the size of a large shaggy dog, or perhaps a sheep. But apart from this sculpture, the room is empty. So, do you walk across the room to the doors, treading carefully? Or are you going to cast a spell? These are your two options. Spell or walk carefully towards the door. And the spells you have at your disposal are Sun, Fall, Sap, Mud, and Rock. Don't remember what most of these do. Really don't remember what most of these do. Cancel? What am I gonna cancel? I'm not sure I said I'm gonna cancel anything. No, I just meant when I'm done with this, the Saturday Choose Your Own Adventure, like the sorcery book series, which is probably going to happen next week, right? When we're done with that, then I'm going to go and on Saturday nights, the Saturday night show is going to be an adventure that I'm running to you, and it's not going to come from a book. It's going to be your very own Choose Your Own Adventure. That's what I meant. Yeah. You can relax. Monday is going to go on. Questers of the Alphalore is still going for the foreseeable future. Okay, so cast a spell or light? Sun? Okay, so Sun. Sally suggests Sun. Still Behave also suggests a spell. I wonder if it's going to help. I don't know. What's Fall? Does Fall even exist? Let's see which one of these spells even exists at all in the first place. Fall does. Yeah, there is Fall. There is Sun, there is Sap, right? Is there Sap? There is sap, yeah. There's mud and there's rock. All of these exist. They all exist. Fall. Let's try fall. I don't know. I don't know what either of these do. So let's try fall. Sure. Little fall. 2 stamina points. You are now protected against the chance of falling from a height. If there's any pits in the room, you will not be harmed. No, fuck that. I'm not gonna cast fall to be protected from falling from a height. Yeah, no, it's not a command to fall. It's protecting you from falling, like feather fall from Dungeons and Dragons. Let's do sun. Sun, maybe sun helps. Sun doesn't help it either. No, it just casts sun. What's sap? I don't remember what any of these spells do, and we're so close to the ending now. I don't care. I'm just gonna cheat and see what these spells do. Rock. Let's try rock. Yeah, let's try rock. 771. Do you have any stone dust with you? Blah blah blah. Stone dust. You may throw it over anything that you wish in the room, and use your spell to petrify it. Oh, it's a petrification spell, and this is a statue. So no, don't use petrify against a statue. The only one I haven't checked yet is mud. All the rest is useless. It's completely useless. Mud. Oh yeah. Do you have any sand with you? We do have sand. If you have any sand, turn to 681. Okay, so this is a different choice. This is the only one who does something different than all the rest. 681. You throw the sand in front of the statue. A small pool of quicksand appears on the floor. You may now make your way across the room. Turn to 504, but your trap will only slow down your opponent, not prevent it from reaching you. When you are told to test your luck, you may ignore this and turn to 329 instead, as if you had been lucky. Oh, but we are lucky anyway. So it's also... This one is useful because it allows us to auto-succeed in a luck test. So it's really, we traded a point of stamina for a point of luck. This is all that happened. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Stamina is more useful than luck right now because we have only 4 stamina and we have oodles of luck. We have a huge pile of luck, unending luck, crazy amounts. So I'm not gonna bother. We're just gonna keep walking. We're just gonna walk across the room as if we suspect nothing. Okay. Okay, so you walk as you suspect. Spam that needs to be banned. Cool. Goodbye, spam. Goodbye, spambot. After 5 steps into the room, you freeze. Blah, blah, blah. The shape in the center of the room is moving. Yes, there's a creak. The sculpture is coming to life. Yeah, you move forward. It turns to face you on its pedestal. You take 2 more steps. Its legs move and it steps down from its plinth. There is something unnatural about its movements. Well, duh, it's made of marble. It's abnormally quick. Oh, sure. Yeah, of course. It's super quick because it's a statue made of marble. Stepping down on the floor took the statue less than a second, but its bulk is considerable. And then it charges. It charges you. Cool. It races towards you at a tremendous speed. Its legs barely seem to move. Now you need to test your luck. So we do test our luck because we didn't use the mud spell. So when we test our luck, we do lose a point of luck. Alright, but we do make the test because only when we go down below 11, there's only even a chance of us for us to miss. So we are lucky. Go to 329. You fling yourself out of the way just in the nick of time. The creature thunders past you and into the marble wall behind with a blow hard enough to kill an armored troll. Jesus. This tremendous impact has not even disturbed it, and it turns again to face you. Oh, happens again. Do you have anything you may be able to use against this creature? If so, turn to 152. If you simply want to run for the double doors as quickly as possible, turn to 363. Let's try to see what we have. I'm going to try to turn to 152 and see what we have in our backpack, maybe to use. Okay. So, let's look at this picture. Not a picture, this text. These are our options: a yellow fruit skin, which we don't have; a parchment scroll, which we do have, but we didn't translate it, so we don't know what it does; an enchanted compass, we do have an enchanted compass; a glass vial of liquid, I don't think so; or none of these. We let's see what we have of these options at all. Do we have a do we have a parchment scroll? We do have yellow fruit skin. I never encountered anything like that. Enchanted compass. Enchanted compass. We did have an enchanted compass, right? Oh, we should have had... No. No, we don't have an enchanted compass. I think we cheated as if we had one on the shore of the lake, maybe? Nope, no enchanted compass. I don't see that here at all. So no enchanted compass, and no glass vial of liquid either. No, we have a metal flask with healing holy water. We have... Yeah, let's try the scroll. Let's try the parchment scroll. That's the only one that there's even an option. Okay, so you pull out your scroll, you unravel it. Before you can do anything, the creature is speeding towards you. Let's see what happens. And you die. Okay, you try to read the scroll. Before you can even do anything, the creature just cracks your skull against the marble, and you are dead. God damn it. Alright, alright, yeah, no luck. No luck with the scroll, and no luck with anything else, I think. Maybe something else would work, but we don't have any of it, so we just need to try... Yeah, to go to 363 because yeah, because we just need to make a run for it. Just need to make a run for it. Let's go. 363. You need to test your luck again. Okay, let's test our luck again. We test our luck. We are lucky again because we still have 12 luck. We now go down to 11. Let's start to get a little bit dangerous. We're lucky. Let's get lucky again. The creature slams into you and knocks you sideways towards the middle of the room. You wince as you feel your ankle. It is seriously strained. Nevertheless, you must try to hobble across. That's if we're lucky? Wait, what? If we are lucky? Yeah, if we're unlucky, we die. Jesus. Deduct 4 stamina points. Yeah, we are. We might as well stay up all night to get lucky, but we still lose 4 stamina points from the creature knocking us onto the floor in the middle of the room. Jesus, our ankle is seriously strained. Deduct 4 stamina points means we're dead. We're absolutely dead. All right, I'm sorry. This is a cheat. This is an official cheat. We're gonna cheat. And the number of cheats is going to go up to 7. It's probably more like 11 or 12 times we've cheated up till now. But if the book cheats and I cheat in response to the book cheating, I think it evens itself out. It cancels itself out, right? We don't count us cheating if the book is just an asshole. We only cheat if it's like an honest challenge and we just don't make it for some reason because we don't have enough stamina. So I'm going to bring our stamina back up to 18. We pray to Libra. We use a non-existent prayer that we don't have anymore, and we go up to 18 stamina again. And now statue is ready to charge again. Test your luck again. If you're lucky, yeah, we are lucky because 11 is still an auto success. We treat our luck as if it's 1 point higher than it is. So if it's 11, it's actually like it's a 12. So it's still an auto success. So now, don't tell the audience, it's still behave. Don't let them know that I'm cheating more brazenly now than before. I've become more shameless about the cheating. Yeah, we are lucky. We're now down to 10 luck. We treat 10 luck as if it was an 11 because of our lucky talisman. So now that we're down to 10, we have a chance of being unlucky when we touch our luck. It's still a very small chance, only if we roll a double 6, but now it's at all possible. We're lucky. We go to 25. Yeah, you try your best to reach the double doors before the statue can attack again, but it says no use. In your half crippled state, you're no match for your opponent's tremendous speed. It slams into you again and now knocks you over towards the doors ahead. But the blow has caused you quite some damage. Deduct 4 stamina points. Jesus. Another 4 stamina to 14. And turn to 224. My lord, that's awful. The tall double doors are closed. You scrambled up to them and you must decide quickly what to do. Time is short. The ramming statue is picking up speed towards you already. Will you turn the handle and step through the doors, or will you try to avoid the creature speeding towards you? Okay, that's an actual choice. Now it's going to be a vote again for you. You just open the door, turn the handle, and step through the door, or do you try to avoid the creature speeding towards you? Go ahead. Open the door, walk through it, or avoid the creature speeding towards you. The door of possible death. As in every door. Beasts, wolves are in that. Sure. Okay, so walk through the door. Door. Okay. 2 votes, door. Rams of rock, rams of stone, larger than orcs, larger than trolls. Claws does its own, flies like a hawk. Runs in scared, maces mocks. Runs until you fall, chases you through shock, until you hurt and groan, till you roll on painted grounds, mowed and cold with silent sounds. Jesus. Grim. A grim, grim poem. Yeah, we walk through the door. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Throwing caution into the wind, you grab the handle and turn it. Although the handle turns in your grip, the door does not open. It is locked. Oh no. If you have a key to use in the lock, return to 224 to try it. Oh, a key. Yes, okay, so now basically what it says is turn to 296. 296 is you die. 296 is the death. The ram, it just rams into you and it kills you completely. But if you have a key to use in the lock, return to 224 to try it. And we do have a key, so we're going to return to the other thing, and we're going to deduct 17 because the key says 17 on it. So we're now going to go to 207. Your heart is thumping as you open the door and you slam it shut behind you to keep the marbled ram out. Whew. Wow. Jesus. Whew. My heart is thumping. I'm scared. You pause to collect your thoughts. You're about to come face to face with the Archmage. Your mission is almost done. If only you can take the Dark Lord of Mampang and rescue the crown. The door opens onto the foot of a spiral staircase. Wow. So we're actually going to climb the tower of the Archmage now. And you know what I think? I think we might be able to finish this book today. Let's try. Let's do it. You climb the stairway up into the tower until you reach a door at the top. The door is unlocked. You open it. You're expecting an elegant study, well decorated and lined with books. What you see is exactly the opposite. Oh, wow. Let's see. The room inside is sparsely decorated. It is a bedchamber of some sort. Narrow window slits in the bare stone walls provide a little light. Although the sun has nearly left the sky, there is a desk in the room, but it is cheaply made. The room seems empty. No one is about. You step into the room. A sound comes from behind the door, followed by sobbing. You wheel around quickly, standing behind the door with a large brass pot in one hand. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Jay Hates You 5000. Nice to see you. Come in and join us. We've just gone into what we thought is going to be the Archmage's study at the very end of the Crown of Kings. But that's not what we see. You see this. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at this sorry sight. This is what we see. Standing behind the door with a large brass pot in one hand is a balding, plump man dressed in long undergarments. It's no use, he whimpers. I just cannot bring myself to do it. Presumably, he's talking about using his pot to knock you senseless as you entered. What will you do now? It is a chamber pot. It is completely a chamber pot. What will you do now? Will you calm the man down to try to talk to him, or will you threaten him for daring to contemplate ambushing you? But wait, before that, I feel there is a hint we need to remember. I don't know if it's relevant. Blah blah blah. The Archmage may be disguised in the fortress. We used all hints up till now. 4 guards, 4 Throban doors, offer no gold to Valenia. We didn't use don't eat from Throg's larder. I guess we missed that one. In the Chamber of Night, do not light the red candle. Pay respect to Nagamante, and the Archmage may be disguised in the fortress. It might be. I don't know. Okay, so basically, I just wanted to remind you of that. The Archmage is disguised. Might be disguised. So maybe that's the one. Maybe that's what we see. So basically, your two choices are calm the man down or threaten him. Cast your votes right now. Tell me whether to calm the man down or to threaten him. So already you voted to calm him down. I guess that's what we're probably going to do. Anyone else? Maybe Jay Hates You 5000? If you're around, you want to cast a vote as well. To calm the man down or to threaten him for daring to even contemplate ambushing us. Okay, no other votes. We're going to try to sit the man down, try to talk to him, try to see what's going on. You both sit down on a hard wooden bench, and he composes himself. I have no wish for all this violence and treachery, he starts, for I am a man of peace. It's this god-cursed Mampang that causes all these problems. I cannot even trust visitors anymore. You assure him that you will do him no harm, and he tells you his story. Ooh, let's hear a story. Wow, a long one. Okay, a long paragraph. I can assure you that I am not a native of Mampang, nor am I from anywhere in Kakabad. My name is Farron Wide. Farron Wide is the name. And my kingdom is Ruddlestone, way to the west beyond the Zanzunus. My profession is the art of science, and my specialty is in weaponry. In my own kingdom, I was renowned for my discoveries. My most important discovery was a flash powder which would propel a missile further than any arrow could be fired. Oh, he discovered gunpowder. It was this cursed discovery which attracted the attentions of the Archmage. His allies, the hooked-billed birdmen, were sent after me. I was captured as I slept and brought to this hell pit in these very clothes. Since that time, his threats have kept me working on my project, but I fear that his own ambitions will see its use only for conquest, not for the defense of peace. Okay, so he invented gunpowder. The Archmage sent birdmen to kidnap him, and now he wants this Farron Wide to make. You remember the mage, the weaponsmith? Oh, so he's a weaponsmith. Maybe that's the Archmage. You tell him a little bit of your own story, but only that the Archmage has similarly wronged your kingdom by stealing the crown of kings. Oh no, you tell him your story. If he's the Archmage, that's going to be a bad idea. The old man nods. I've heard of your crown. The Archmage is said to keep it with him at all times. You ask him where you can find the Archmage. Oh, now that is a secret I can help you with. Come with me. He leads you over to a window and points out. The Archmage does not often visit the Mampang fortress. Your jaw drops. Has this journey been wasted? Farron Wide continues. He considers this place unsafe from his enemies. He leads the world to believe that this is his home, but in fact it is there. You follow his finger. It points out to the peaks of High Zaman, at nothing in particular. You groan. Must you find your way safely out of the fortress and start another journey? Do not despair. My friend, let me show you another trick I have learned. Farron Wide cups his hands round his mouth and calls 3 words in a language you have never heard before. You watch dumbfounded as the enchanted words cast their spell. Outside the tower you are, a shimmering haze disturbs the air. As it rises slowly, the old man's story makes more sense. Another tower, concealed under its spell of invisibility, forms before your eyes. Ferenwide looks at you proudly. There is the Archmage's tower. That is where he stays. You realize you must now reach this tower, and quickly before the light fades. Will you ask the man for his advice or cast a spell? Okay, so do we ask the man for advice or cast a spell? Let's okay. Let's advice. Sally says advice, and Cicely agrees. Ask the Archmage for advice. Let's see what happens. We ask what we suspect to be the Archmage for advice. I can offer you a little help, he says, but whether or not you will be able to make use of it, I do not know. Outside of this door to the left is a solid wall. A secret doorway is hidden in the wall. It is released by a password, but it is well protected against all unauthorized people. This passageway behind the door runs downstairs to the outside of the fortress. When the Archmage did live here, this was his private escape route. I know what you're thinking. Does he know the password? Alas, I do not. But we know. Yes, the secret door hint. Exactly, sit still, behave. We know how to find. I'm starting to think this is honestly like an old scared man. I'm starting to think this is not the Archmage. Let's see. Alas, I do not know the password, for if I did, I would certainly have escaped long ago. Oh, your only other alternative is to work your way back through the fortress and find your own way outside. You thank him for his information and hurry outside, where you turn left and investigate the stone wall, or head downstairs to make your way back through the fortress. Okay, so we can go back through the fortress and make our way all the way back. Melon. Or like we can go our way through the fortress, like just go all the way through the fortress. Let's see what I mean, it's obviously not the right choice, but let's see what happens if we choose to do that. Like I'm just curious to see. Yeah, we get caught by guards. There's guards. There's guards. You can face them with your weapon. And then you die. Okay, so you die if you cast spells. Probably it's not going to be a good idea either, is it? Yeah. No, your spells don't help you here. You just die. If you do the stupid thing and you just decide to go through the fortress, it's obviously a stupid choice. You're going back and you meet the guards. Yeah, but now you inspect the stone wall. This is what you're supposed to do. Let's go inspect the stone wall and speak the password. Okay, you feel around the bare stonework, looking for a clue as to where the secret doorway is. You can find nothing. You may try a password. Now there's two passwords. Oh, truly appropriate, Sylvia. There's two passwords here. Let me show you the passwords on the screen. Alarala Tanalara, which is a password for another secret door from the beginning of the book, or Ganthan Kamonta. Let's try Ganthan Kamonta. It's probably going to be nothing, right? Yeah, no, nothing. There's guards. Again, you go face the guards. Analara Talamara is also going to be the guards. Yeah, it's also going to be the guards and certain death. So your only choice is to Yeah, is to use the secret door hint. I'm sorry, Sally. I'm doing what you usually like me to do, is to check the other options and see the interesting ways we have to die if we take the wrong choices. Let's deduct 92 and use the secret door. So 546 minus 92 is 454. Let's go to 454. 454. You speak the password and wait. Yes, it works. A creak in the rock is followed by the appearance of a crack which splits along the rock face. A door is opening. Your heart beats quickly as it swings open to allow you through. And judging by the commotion, it was not a moment too soon. You step through the door and you close it behind you. The guards find a blank wall and they don't find you at all. You find yourself in a narrow tunnel. You follow stairs downwards, zigzagging until you reach the bottom of the stairway. The bottom, there's a door at the end of the stairwell. Over the stairway. It squeaks when you open it. The hinges seem to be a little bit old, but it opens easily. This door cannot have been used, must not have been used for many years. The dust and debris that have built up around it may make it very difficult to open. Oh, it's actually not easy to open because there's debris blocking the way. Yeah, you find that the door leads outside the fortress, just like Fair and Wide promised you. But what of the hidden tower? You look out and you breathe a sigh of relief. The tower is still visible, still there. The old man's words rendered the invisibility spell ineffective, maybe for good for you. Maybe as soon as you saw the tower, it might just be permanent for you. You're going to be able to keep seeing it forever. So yeah, you step across, you go towards the tower. There's a heavy door that leads into the other tower. It's locked. Okay. It's firmly locked. Roll 2 dice, compare the total with your skill score. If your number is less than your skill, the door will open. If you roll a number greater or equal to your skill, then the door will hold fast. Deduct 1 stamina point for each attempt you make, including the successful ones. Oh, nice. Or burn it, or burn the door. But because it's just going to cost us 1 stamina for each attempt, and we have 9 skill, we're gonna, I think, yeah, you want us to burn it? How do we burn it, though? I don't think we have, like, the hot spell is 4 stamina. Burn the whole thing. Later. Oh, okay, so you're saying burn the whole place later. With a blood candle. Oh god. Okay. Let's try the lawful way because it's not going to cost us a lot of stamina. Probably 1 or 2 or 3 at most, while the fireball spell is 4 stamina, right? Let's do 2d6 and hope to we need an 8 or lower. 8 or lower on 2d6. Rolled a 10. That's terrible. That's a failure. Another try. 8. Okay, so we manage on our second try, which means we lost 2 stamina. And we wrestle the door open. Whew, God, we're gonna meet the Archmage. We're gonna meet the Archmage. Okay. Okay. The door bursts open and you fall headlong into the chamber inside. You roll over on the straw-covered floor and take in your surroundings. The room is not at all elegant as you would have expected. Another non-elegant room. Yes, pay no attention to the tower behind the invisibility spell. It is simply a bare room. The two doors lead from this, and you must now choose which way to take. Take the door on the left or on the right. Another meaningless choice. It's your choice. Vote between the door on the left or on the right. Good question, Sally. I'm not sure if he's human or not at all. 1 vote left. 2 votes left. 2 votes to go to the left. Let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna go to the door to the left. Seems like it really wasn't the Archmage. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a long con. Maybe we're going towards certain death, and it's gonna be we're only gonna discover that the Archmage was there all along and he laid a trap, a very complicated trap for us. Door is not locked. It opens to reveal an odd-shaped room forming a rough crescent. It is dark and lit only from a lancet window in the left-hand wall. The floor is rough stone and scattered with straw. A doorway is set towards the far end of the right-hand wall. But what really catches your attention is a festering smell of decay which hangs in the room. Will you enter and look around, or will you leave this room and try the other door? Okay, so go back and try the other door we didn't try before, or enter this room with the decayed smell inside. Good thing I have a scented candle with a scent of blood. So, we go back or we go in the room? Other room, okay. One vote to go to the other room. Stay inside a room which has a smell of death and decay, and go in and investigate it, or try the other room. What does room mean, Sally? Please make it very clear when you vote. Do you mean go back to the other door, the other room, or go into this room? The same as what? Still unclear, I'm very sorry. At most we die. The same. So go into this room with the smell. Stay. Okay. So there's a tie. Go to the other room or stay in this room. And again, I'm the tiebreaker. In this case, I am gonna go with sit still, behave, and we're gonna go to the other room because I don't like this smell of decay. Frogs have a very delicate sense of smell. The handle turns, you push the door open. You expect the worst, so you peek into the room. It's dark, and there's no sound coming from inside. Your eyes slowly adjust to the light. You can see the room is circular, and thankfully empty. There's no furniture inside, no windows. The walls are smooth and stony with long scratches stretching from floor to ceiling at several points around the edge of the door. Oh, shit, there's long scratches on the room, on the wall. On the far side, you see what you're looking for, the foot of a staircase. Oh, there is a staircase here. Will you enter the room and look around, head across the room for the staircase, or ignore and go back to the other door? So you can still go back, okay? One choice, go back. Go into the room and look around, or head right to the staircase. Make your choice. One vote to look around, 2 votes to look around. That was quick. Any other votes? Anyone else around? No one else right now? Okay, cool. So, we'll just go in and look around. Sure, let's go. Let's see what happens. Oh god, are we going to finish this book? It's already 11:45. The floor of the room is covered in dust and straw. You kick through this and occasionally your foot touches something solid. Mostly these are stones, but one particular object feels light. You bend down and pick up a face mask. It's black in color and carved to resemble a grotesque face. Yes, it's a spell component. A spell component to the Gak spell, which is a fear spell. You can frighten people. Black face mask. Nice. We now have another spell component which we will never use. Okay, you place it in your pack. You continue to disturb the straw to see whether or not you can find anything else of value, but suddenly you stop in your tracks. Your foot has kicked a much heavier stone, and immediately a deep rumbling noise comes from under the floor. Oh, shit. The rumbling continues. You stumble forwards. Oh, you lose your footing because you kicked the heavier stone. It's not a black face. It's a black face mask, which looks frightening. It's a grotesque face. It's just happens to be black, right? Right, Sally? Coincidence? Anyway, so you stumble because you kicked the stone. The rumbling continues. Um, the floor is moving. Oh shit! Quickly, you glance towards the archway. The dark staircase has disappeared. You can see only a solid wall within the arch. You wheel round to consider your other way of escape, but as if in answer to your question, the door slams firmly shut. Only now can you understand the scratchings of the wall on the walls. The floor is rising up towards the ceiling. You're about to be crushed to death. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay, so you're gonna be crushed to death in this room. Your choices are as follows. Are you gonna search through the straw on the floor, hoping to find something helpful? Will you wait to see what happens? Just wait to see in case the floor doesn't go all the way up? Or will you search your own equipment for something to use? These are your three options. Go ahead. Look through your equipment, Sally says. Yes, sit still, behave. Agrees. Sure, let's look through the equipment. Let's look through the equipment. You can find nothing which will be particularly useful, but there is one idea which occurs to you. If you have a strong weapon, such as a sword or a spear, you may try to wedge it between the floor and the ceiling to try to hold the floor down. But the floor seems to be powered by some mechanism which is a good deal stronger than a mere weapon. Nevertheless, you may try this if you wish, and you had better hurry up. The floor's rise is already causing you to kneel down. If you wish to try wedging a sword, turn to 55. If you wish to use a spear, turn to 134. If you don't want to risk breaking either, turn to 269. Okay, so do we try a sword, a spear, or to go to 269? We have both a sword and a spear. Yeah, we have a spear. Okay, Sally votes a spear. Use a spear. A spear would be better. Let's try. Let's try. It seems to be a majority of the votes. Anxiously, you wedge the spear between the rising floor and the ceiling. You're both shivering. You are both shivering and sweating. Oh, you're both shivering and sweating. I wondered who is there with us, who's shivering and sweating with us. You're both shivering and sweating. But you are both shivering and sweating at the same time as your weapon takes the strain and bows a little. You whisper an unheard prayer to your god as the wood creaks. But Libra cannot be heard here in this room. Will the spear hold? Your question is answered a moment later. Crack! The weapon breaks in two from the pressure. Your heart sinks. Your hopes are dashed. You have now lost this spear. If this was your only weapon, you must deduct 2 skill points in any future battles until you find a replacement weapon. It's not our only weapon. But this is hardly of any concern to you at this moment. You're about to be crushed to death. Turn to 269. Let's see. 269. Slowly the floor continues to rise, causing you to further agonies in your hopeless situation. You must now lie outstretched on the ground, and you close your eyes to the sight of the rocky ceiling inching closer and closer. In a last desperate attempt, you raise your arms to press against the ceiling as if your own strength could halt the floor's progress. But it is no use. You are now destined to die like a fly swatted against the ceiling in the floor-trap chamber. The purpose of the trap is more cunning than that, for the Archmage can gain no useful from dead enemies. Oh, shit. Much better to frighten them, witless, and then interrogate them. With the ceiling inches from your chest and the heat of your own panting breath reflecting back into your nostrils, another noise sounds from above. This one is again mechanical and similar to the floor's motor, but it is one which you are truly relieved to hear. A crack appears along the center of the ceiling, and the light floods in. Shit. Okay, so we lost the spear. A wooden spear. Where is the wooden spear? Hardwood spear. There it is. We lost it. We didn't get to bless it by Coletus the Holy Man anyway, so it doesn't matter. We didn't get any benefit from the wooden spear. Wow, shit, let's continue. This is stressful. Yeah, you've calmed down a little bit from your close call with death. You sit up, you look around. Straw lines the floor. Let's try to frighten him back. We just got a mask, right? A ski mask, a black ski mask of frightening. Um, you look around. Straw lines the floor, but charts and maps are pinned to the walls. Some of these are charts of the heavens, and a strange contraption is pointing from the window at the sky. Oh, nice. Sitting behind the table across the room is a scrawny-looking fellow with spiky black hair. He looks up at you over half-moon glasses and smiles a sinister smile. Could this be the Archmage himself? And who is this that has been caught in our trap? He asks. As if I did not know. The Analander. Oh, he says the Analander. Nope, he's not recognizing us. Let's go to the secret paragraph where he's not recognizing us. Your mission and your identity are known to your host. Although you have concealed your journey thus far, it is now common knowledge that you have penetrated the fortress defenses. Oh shit! It doesn't work anymore! Oh no! We can't... No, he knows who we are. He knows who we are. Ah, shit. Okay, okay. And who is it that has been caught in our trap? He asks. As if I did not know. The Analander. I wondered whether you would make it this far. My congratulations on your skill and courage, my friend. But here is where your luck comes to an end. For now you face no cowardly elf, no brainless clatterman. You state defiantly that your journey will not end until the crown of kings has been returned to its rightful guardians in Anland. Ah, yes, he says, the crown of kings. What say I give it to you now and you be gone? I, for one, am anxious to remove the cursed thing from here. This is a strange offer. Will you accept and ask him for the crown? Totally racist. Will you accept and ask him for the crown? Will you prefer to draw your weapon and fight him, or will you cast a spell? So here's our spells. Here's our spells. Gob, Mag, Fix, Kid, and Walk. These are the spells. Yeah, it does sound like a lie, right? So that's the options. Cast one of these spells, Gob, Mag, Fix, Kid, and Walk, or take the crown, or accept the crown, or fight him with a weapon. Go ahead. Gob. That's summoning goblins. That's a spell that summons goblins. Yeah. Mag protects you from magic. Fix requires a sapling, which we never had. Fix requires a sapling, and it fixes things, like it regrows things. Kid is an illusion, I think. I think Kid is an illusion, and Walk is a shield. Create a shield on your arm with a gold piece. So, is it still Gob? Or is it still Behave? You have another suggestion. Oh, use the goblins to catch and overwhelm the archmages. Yeah. Gob. Okay, still Gob. Sure, let's try. Let's see what happens. Let's go to Gob. I'm willing to cheat my ass off starting now. I just want to finish this book. Gob, Goblin's Teeth. Yeah, we can, we pay 1 stamina. Oh, as many as goblins. So we have 2 Goblin's Teeth. We have 2 Goblin's Teeth. We pay 2 stamina. And we go to 581. Let's see what happens in 581. Oh, you command them to capture the men. Again, you can see you command them to restrain him. He's been watching. He cast a spell of his own. And... oh, shit. Oh, shit. He summons the... He summons the same number of hobgoblins to your goblins. So you summon 2 goblins, he summons 2 hobgoblins, and his hobgoblins are bigger and smarter than goblins. They dispatch the goblins, and they're defeated, and then the spiky-haired man smiles and looks up at you. He stands up and shouts a single word. Gods, As soon as he calls, a hidden doorway opens in the wall behind you. 3 guards rush into the room, and before you can react, they hold you tight. They bundle you off through the door and up a narrow staircase to the top of the tower. Unlocking a heavy door at the top of the stairs, they fling you inside. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder whether or not I need to cheat here, but let's try to see what happens. Because I have a weird sneaking suspicion that this is what is supposed to happen. We paid 2 stamina. We're down to 10 again. Down to 10 stamina once more. Turn to 4. Paragraph 4. The room you're in is at the top of the tower. A single window lights the room, which is bare except for a shiny plate on the floor behind the door. The remains of a meal are on the plate. Your immediate thought is worrying. Are you alone in this room? The answer, quite clearly, is no. And this is confirmed when you hear a slight tugging you feel a slight tugging at your elbow. Are you alright? Have you been injured? A squeaky little voice is addressing you. You whirl round. A smile spreads across your face as you recognize John, the Minimite you met just outside Biritanti. The gods be praised, he says. My friend from Analand. Oh dear, I hope this would not happen. I'm sure your capture is my fault. Your smile drops as you remember how troublesome the little creature was. You are quite happy to rid yourself of the Minimite. Sally knows. Yeah, Sally knows. It's the same one, Sally. It's Jan, the Minimite. You're quite happy to rid yourself of the Minimite at the time, and perhaps this reappearance will be bad, rather than good fortune. Nevertheless, you certainly want to know how he came to be trapped in the Archmage's tower. Our departure was a sad occasion for me. I felt I had found a good friend and one who has certainly needed my help in crossing Kakabad. I came after you. I missed you in Kare, for I will not venture into the city port, and search for you in the backlands. Venestra the sorceress is one of my good friends, and she told me of your movements. I almost caught you at Lake Ilklala, but you crossed in the boat before me. I could not fly that far without rest, and had to skirt the lake. You notice the creature's wings, or lack of them. Oh shit, lack of them. These black-faced, swill-bellied butchers, he moans. They cut my wings. I was captured by the Red Eyes and brought into this place. My wings were clipped to prevent me escaping. Oh, poor guy. Oh, God. You ask Jan why the Archmage himself should want to bring you into his own tower. No, my friend, you have it wrong. He shakes his head. This is not the Archmage's tower. This is a prison tower. The Archmage's most prized prisoners are kept here. You're astonished. Will you tell him Fair and Wide's story? Yes, let's tell him Fair and Wide's story. Okay. So, you have an option to tell him the story Fair and Wide told you of. And you tell him the story, and he told you this is the prison tower. And the Minimite tells you, no, Fair and Wide is not the weapon specialist, it's the Archmage. It's the actual Archmage. You actually met the Archmage. You actually met him before. In disguise. We had the hint. We had it. We knew. But we decided to be nice and ask him and tell him our story. Yeah, not super surprising, it's true, but it's still disheartening a little bit, you know? A little disheartening. Oh my lord. And you have let him go. This is valuable information. You have already met the Archmage, you have let him go. You could, yeah. Oh, God. He has persuaded you to enter his own prison and become his prisoner, almost of your own accord. You cannot believe your ears. You have already met the Archmage, and you have let him go. This is valuable information. Should you once again meet Fair and Wide, you will know his secret. Deduct 111 from the reference you are at if you come across him again, and turn to this new reference to expose him. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, yeah, we did get information. We now know this is the Archmage. We can deduct 111 from the reference and expose him next time we meet him. Okay. Okay, this is useful. This is useful. Let's go here. Fair and wide. Deduct 111. Okay, okay. So it's not a total loss. It's not a total loss. Okay, okay, okay. So I wanna try to see what was the how did we oh shit, I don't know where that is. 102? No, it's not. I want to find to see what happened if we I want to see what happened if we threatened him. Because you can threaten him, and if you threaten him, do you just die? Do you is there any other yeah, there it is. You can threaten him. Let's go to threaten him and see what happens. Okay. The man is terrified. He agrees to tell you anything you want to know. He's not at all like the other creatures. You allow him to. Okay, yeah. If you threaten a fair and wide, well, when he wants to throw the chamber pot at you, nothing happens. He just is so frightened, and eventually it says you allow him to tell his story. So nothing different happens. Nothing at all different. It's just the same. Okay, so this is where we need to be. This is the only option we have. Okay. All right, sure. Okay, let's fair and wide, far and wide. Okay. Yeah, finish. I feel like we're almost at the end. Almost at the end. You have to go, Sally. Do you? We're tired. Oh, yes. Still behave is tired as well. Yeah, everyone's tired. Tell me what you decide, what you choose. I feel... No? Keep going? You want me to keep going? Still behave? Oh, that's why you missed it. Oh, okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we keep going, keep going. Let's give it another half hour. We're probably going to be done in another half hour. Okay, so... the situation looks hopeless. The door is sturdy, and you have already seen the size of the lock on the door. The window is one possibility, but it is a long way up. A jump would certainly kill you. Perhaps you could plan to ambush one of the guards when you are brought your food. Will you try to break the door, ask Jan his opinion, use something from your pack, or will you cast a spell? There's a few spells here. So, try to break the door, ask Jan his opinion, use something from your pack, or cast Nip, Wall, Zen, Fall, or Zip. Yeah, we're all Israeli here today. It's late for all of us. It's 11 p.m. for all of us. Cast Fall. I am kind of against casting spells. We have a Minimite with us. We're not going to be able to. I feel like we will fall. It feels like we're going to be falling soon, yeah. Zen? What is Zen? Yeah. Minimite? Ask him? Let's try to cast something. I have a feeling it's just not going to work. I'm just going to try to see because I think it's not going to be a good option. Nothing happens. Yeah. You have your jewel-studded medallion. We have it, but nothing happens because we have a Minimite. So I'm just cancel all the spells, no spells. Try to break open the door, ask Jan his opinion, or use something from your pack. Make your choice right now. Ask him. Okay, 1 vote to ask him. Any more votes? Okay, let's go and ask Jan his opinion.
If you want my opinion, even the thought of escape is futile. Perhaps we could ambush the guard as he enters the room, but you bet your worth that the whole company will not be far behind him. An escape plan added by magic is impossible. As you know, Minimites are protected from most magic with an invisible shroud of protection. Only the most powerful spells will work while I am here, and I'm sure as Kurga not going to oblige you by jumping out of the window to get out of your way, if that's what you're thinking. Other than these, the only possibility is to wait to see whether anyone sends for you. Someone is bound to ask for you before long.
You consider his advice. Will you? Okay. Will you plan to ambush the guard, consider a spell to cast, or wait to see whether anyone sends for you? Okay, these are the 3 options. Plan to ambush the guard, consider a spell to cast, or wait to see whether anyone sends for you. Okay, 1 vote to wait until somebody comes for us. Any more votes? You know what? Spell. Last minute vote change. Spell. Maybe big 4. Sally, you are closer to the truth than you imagine. We're going to take your option. You start to concentrate and prepare a spell, but Jan keeps on breaking your concentration. I tell you, you're wasting your time. No spells will work while I'm around. You tell him that you're trying to find a spell which will not be affected by this defensive aura.
There are few who know spells which Minimites have not been protected against, he smiles, and I have no wish for you to waste your strength.
Do you have strength to waste, as he puts it? If your stamina is 8 or more, turn to 3, 5, 6. If it is less than 8, turn to 3, 8, 9. We have enough stamina. And this is supposed to be a big hint to anyone who actually remembers the spell book. Because there is 1 spell that costs 7 stamina. If you remember that, you remember. If not, you'll find out soon enough. Okay, you have 8 stamina, so you go to 3, 5, 6.
Tell me of your strongest spells, says the Minimite, and I will tell you whether or not they will penetrate my defenses.
You run through your most tiring spells, and the little creature shakes his head at every one until you reach the last.
The Z spell, he shrieks. You know the Z spell. If this is true, then I think we may have our solution. This spell is certainly too powerful for me to stop.
You are astounded. No one knows the powers of the Z spell. How does the Minimite know so much about it? Turn to 374 to listen to his story. Otherwise, turn to 427 to cast your spell. Of course we're going to listen to his story. Of course we are. Okay.
If truth be known, we Minimites know much more about the arts of sorcery than most magic users themselves. We have outlawed the use of magic. Within our own race, for our experiences were bad. Whether it is the magic itself or our own characters, we do not know. But sorcery and ambitions of power went hand in hand with our people. Eventually, it split us up into a race of nomadic individuals, avoiding each other like the plague. And all because of sorcery.
Okay, so actually they were all magic users, and they decided to protect themselves against magic because it drove a wedge inside their species, and they drove them apart into a race of nomadic people. It is thought that the Zed spell originated from Throbin. Throbin! There's Throbin. Maybe that's where I know the name Throbin from.
This is not true.
Oh, it's not from Throbin.
It's not true. It was originally designed here in Mampang by the sorcerer priests of Kronada, god of time.
God of time.
One of my own race stole the secret and brought it to the Minimites. When our people dispersed, the spell's secret was taken by its thief to Throbin, then given to a necromancer in exchange for, favors. It is the ultimate secret of travel. Travel across distance and travel through time. But it carries its own dangers. It demands perfect concentration. If you can achieve this concentration, then you may send yourself forwards and backwards through time and space. But before you cast this spell, you must concentrate hard on wherever you wish to go. You must have this image firmly in your mind, or the spell will work randomly. As with the Throbin Necromancer, you may arrive at any place in any time. This is all I know of the Zed spell. Now to cast it, how to cast it is a secret I have not learned, nor have I any wish to do so.
Okay. Hi, Walrus. Nice to see you. You've just joined us, probably close to the end of this book, the last sorcery game book. Let's go to paragraph 402. Okay. So this is what it says. This conversation has been enormously enlightening. You know now the secret of the most powerful spell in your spellbook. Now we know what Zed does. Yeah, you've made it. You've made it to the last several. Actually, paragraph 400 is not the last of this book. This book goes up to 800, Slapbass Walrus. So if you want to concentrate on the ending of the book, you need to concentrate on paragraph 800. Okay. Okay. Turn to cast a spell. Turn to 427 to cast a spell. If you choose to cast the Zed spell, ignore the reference you are told to turn to and turn instead to 631. This is your bonus for knowing the secret of this spell. Yes, we know what to do. Okay, so concentrate on paragraph 631, everyone. Concentrate on that. Okay, let's go to 427 to cast a spell. You ignore the Minimite's reservations and you above casting magic and you choose your spell to cast. And now we have a choice of 5 spells. Zen, Nip, Fall, Zed, and Dumb. And none of them are going to work except for Zed. So we now are going to cast Zed. And when we cast Zed, we're going to go to 631. This is the secret paragraph. Yes, it costs 7 stamina. We're on 10. We're going to go down to 3 of this goddamn super hard to cast spell. Okay. Okay. As quickly as it started, the spell wears off, and you return to Earth and new surroundings. To Earth, it says we return to Earth. Are we in Earth? We're in Titan. The game world is called Titan. Okay, we return to Earth. In a new surroundings, the prison tower has disappeared, and as your feet touch the ground, you must fight to keep your balance, for you are now in a spiral stairway. Behind and beneath you is a large set of double doors. Ahead of you, at the top of the stairs, is another heavy door. You climb the stairs and try the handle. It turns. Okay, we're just on stairs. We walked up and we opened the door. Turn to 321. I remember 321. Yes, I remember what this is. 321 is this. Aha! The room inside is sparsely decorated. It is a bedchamber of some sort. Narrow window slits in the bare stone walls provide a little light. Blah, blah, blah. It seems empty. No one is about. You step into the room. A sound from behind you. You look at the man standing behind the door with a large brass pot in one hand. Blah 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 in undergarments. All right. Yes, we deduct a thing. We now know this is actually the Archmage in disguise. Remember, we didn't come here a second time. We actually went back in time to before we even met the Archmage for the first time. So yeah, we deduct 111 from 321. It means we go to 210. Yes. Oh shit! Look at that. Oh my god! Look at the illustration. You confront this sniveling creature before you. You have learned the Archmage's secret, and you tell him so. Wide steps back, aghast. His whimpering ceases. His expression changes as his eyes narrow. So, he exclaims, the Analander knows our secret. Our foe is more competent than any of us had imagined. I offer my admiration for your skill. Such skill should be well rewarded. You have come from for the crown of kings. No doubt you would like to set eyes on it. The old man moves towards the desk and opens a door. From within, he pulls a shining golden crown and lays it on the desk. The crown of kings. You recognize instantly the treasured crown, and your eyes widen in awe of its beauty. Your froggy green eyes. At last, it is within your grasp. But while your concentration is focused on the crown, you have taken your eyes off Wide, and a transformation is taking place. You wheel round towards the old man. Wide, dressed in his long undergarments, lies on the ground, still as death. Standing over the old man, a fearsome creature is forming before your very eyes. Your thoughts of the crown disappear, and you must quickly decide what to do. For the creature forming before you is a netherworld demon. Netherworld demon. Jesus. Yes, we are gonna zap him, finish him, kill him, mutilate him, do many, many awful things to this demon. With a huge bullish face, hoofed feet, and a black hairy body. Smoke curls from its nostrils. You must attack quickly before it forms fully. Okay, so it's still forming. Will you draw your weapon and attack, or will you cast a spell? These are the spells. Zen, Rez, Zap, Gak, and Hot. These are your options. Or attack him with your sword. You have a better chance of attacking things with a sword now. So, yeah. Zen. I don't know what Zen is. Make your choice. Which spell are we gonna use? Rez? What is Rez? Sword. Zap or Hot. We cannot cast Zap or Hot. We're down to 3 stamina and they cost 4. They're one of the big 6 spells that cost 4 stamina. Or Sword. Okay. So Sword. Both of you vote stab him with a pointy stick. It's interesting. Walrus, do you have a vote? No votes? Okay. Walrus, feel free to add your vote, although we have your options are what's on screen right now. The 5 spells. Small spells will fail because this is an Archmage. Yeah, it sounds reasonable that spells are not going to be very useful, but probably some of them are gonna be, right? Because you can be either a wizard or a warrior in this this book, right? So you're gonna some of these books are probably going to be useful. But let's just try to attack. Let's see what happens if we attack. This is paragraph 210. Let's remember this is paragraph 210, and if attacking is not a good option, we'll just go back and do something else. So attack him with a sword. Stick him with a sword. The Archmage's transformation is nearly complete. If you can attack the creature quickly before it is fully formed, then you will stand a chance. If you're not quick, then you will have little hope against a netherworld deity such as this. Cool. Oh, nice. Look at these stats. It's not that powerful. Skill 7, stamina 7. So we can attack him. If you can defeat the creature within 5 attack rounds. Yeah, we're gonna stab this creature because it has only 7 skill, and we fight as if we have 10 skill. Remember, we have 9 skill and a super sharpened sword. So we're gonna attack him with 10 skill. It has 7 stamina. We have 3 stamina, but we have some luck to spare. We're definitely gonna be using luck to improve our damage and take less damage in this fight because it's probably the last fight, right? I think. unless it's another fucking trap. But let's try and see. Okay, so let's start attacking. Remember, we decided a while ago we attack for the opponent first. We roll for the enemy. So he rolls a 7 plus his 7. It's a 14. We roll a 6 plus our 9. It's a 15 plus another 1 point because we have another +1 from the super sharpened sword. So it's a total of 17. So we add, instead of a 9, we add a 10 to our die roll. So we hit, and when we hit, we use our luck because we want to deal 4 stamina wounds instead of 2 stamina wounds to finish him off quickly before he can kill us. So let's test our luck. We roll a 6. It is equal or less than our luck, which is a 10. So we now go down to 9 luck, and he goes down from 7 stamina to 3 stamina. 1 wound, we took 4 out of his 7 stamina. Another combat round. The demon rolls a 6 again, up to a total of 13. We roll an 11, up to a total of 21. And we use our luck again. Let's test our luck. We rolled a 6. Again, this is equal or less than our current luck, which is 9. Luck goes down to 8, but we did finish off the Netherworld demon. Let's go to 172 and see what happens. Your effort has been valiant, but in vain. The demon... What? Now stands fully for... No. No. Oh, yeah, sorry. I went to the one where we lose. We don't make it in 5 rounds instead of the one where we win. I'm sorry. My bad this time. Don't get desperate. Okay. The hideous demon drops to the ground. Cool. We killed the demon. Its shape shrivels and disappears before your eyes, returning to its godforsaken home. You're now alone in the room with a crown of kings and the body of Farron Wide. You check the old man. He's dead. You walk over to the desk to touch the crown. In spite of being made from solid metals, it is remarkably light. You wrap it carefully and you place it in your pack. We just got the crown? I can just write down goddamn crown of goddamn kings. It's just, we just have it now. We just have the goddamn crown. We just got it. Now you must return to Analand. Oh, there's more challenges. Yes, she is a frog princess, a frog warrior princess. Wow, so many adventures we went through as Mrs. Daisy McGilligully. So many. I keep forgetting that she's actually a frog, but that's what she is. She's a beautiful frog warrior princess. Actually, even has a chakram. We didn't make this up. We found an actual chakram in the adventure, which we keep forgetting to use because it can give us a free hit. Right, we can never drown. we're amphibious. Okay, so now you need to make it back to Analand. You can leave the room and step carefully down the stairs. You can open your pack and look for something to use, or you can cast a spell. Okay, these are the 3 options. And these are your spells if you want to take a look. Try to leave the room and step carefully down the stairs. Look for something to use or cast a spell. Make your choices. No votes? Okay, Walrus passed, although you can choose one of the other options. Help? What does help mean? What does help mean? Is it one of the options you're calling, you're naming it help, or are you saying help? I don't know what to choose. Is it which one? Which one is the one that you're a request for you. Okay. So everyone passes. What that means is that I'm just gonna make my choice, and that's fine. That's fine for today because I know which one is the right choice. We talked to a bunch of helpful birdmen, and we got a silver whistle that we need to blow whenever we need help. And as luck would have it, we just need help being taken back across a treacherous and hostile terrain back home. And because the founding story of epic fantasy, which has been retold in every other fantasy story since then, taught us what we need to expect when we're in the middle of the heart of darkness and we just completed our quest and we just need to go back home, we need to call for some help, as Sit Still Behave alluded. And we need to look for something to use in our backpack. And again, in our backpack, they're going to be like in all of these blah, blah, blah. Do you have a silver whistle or holy water from the Tinpang River with you? Yeah. We have both of these, actually. Let's try to use the holy water. What the... Oh, look at that. Okay, so look at the paragraph. Do you have... It's 148 at the middle of the left-hand page. Do you have a silver whistle or holy water? You can use one of them. If you want to use the silver whistle, turn to 800. Paragraph number 800. The last paragraph of the book. If you want to use the holy water... The wrong choice. Turn to 538. Let's try to use 538. Let's see what happens if you make the wrong choice. 537. You step over the old man's body and you sprinkle the holy water on him? What? The shit. The old man's eyes start to flutter. Muscles twitch around his mouth and slowly life returns to the corpse. You actually resurrected fair and wide. Oh god, this is actually also a good choice. Both of the items save you. When he has recovered sufficiently to sit up, Fair and Wide looks at you. His expression is blank. He remembers nothing about the room or you. Oh god, my friend, I owe you my life. And more than that, every person in the Femfree Alliance owes to you the prospect of future peace and prosperity. Yes, it's Fair and Wide. But all your efforts count to naught if you are unable to return the crown to your own king. Perhaps here is a way I can repay you for your bravery. He steps over to the desk and draws out a velvet bag from the lowest drawer. Inside the bag is a ball of clear crystal, and the old man peers into it. If they are still alive, he says, the Samaritans will help you. He knows the Samaritans. Oh, yes, there is crew now. Yeah, so Peebit crew comes. Oh my god. Okay, so you can either summon the Samaritans yourself with the whistle that they gave you, or if you found the holy water, you can use the holy water to return Fair and Wide back to life. There's even a better choice, because now Fair and Wide is alive. And he gives you a small silver whistle to blow and to go to paragraph 800. Oh, look at that. You step over to the window and blow your whistle. A shrill, warbling sound comes from the silver piece, and you wait for it to summon its masters. A short while later, nothing has happened, and you begin to get anxious. But sure enough, your call has been heard. A fluttering of wings can be heard at the window, followed by a familiar face. The head of Peewit crew appears. Do you have the crown? He asks. You nod and tell him of the struggle, patting your backpack to indicate the crown is safe. Then let us go, he cries, for both our missions are now done. Without the crown, Mampang is powerless. Give me your hands, friend. The birdmen take you and fly you away from the fortress and across the peaks of High Zamin. You have succeeded in your mission. The crown of kings will be returned to Analand. The Archmage is dead. Perhaps sometime soon another warlord will seize power in Mampang and your country will once again be threatened. But for the time being, you hold your head high in pride. Yours has been the most difficult task ever completed by a native of your country. You have firmly written yourself into the history books of Analand, and your adventures will become legends, passed on through generations of your people. Your journey is over. You have earned your rest. and we resurrected the poor fair and wide while we were at it. And this is a illustration of the end. This is the walls. I guess this is Kare, city port of traps, and this is the Birdmen. And you fly back to Analand, where you see here the Watchmasters. The Watchmasters are on the wall, watching far and wide, watching far across. These are the Shamutanti Hills. Here's Kare, and beyond that, the Backlands and Mampang, where you were just taken from by the Samaritans. That's it. That was the end of the Crown of Kings, and we are done. We are done with Sorcery, the game book series. Now, I first of all want to thank many people who helped me along the way. Not only the 3 people who are present here today, Sit Still Behave, Slapbass Walrus, and Sally Redlake, who seem to have gone because it has become a little bit too late for her. But also many others. Friends from home and abroad, people who I know, and some strangers who jumped in to help me. And together, you have made the right choices. You have made some terrible mistakes along the way, but you have made more good than bad choices. And that allowed us to get to the end with no more than, I guess, 7 cheats? 7 terrible, horrible cheats along the way. It's the counter is 7, but I don't know if I can really trust that, because we kind of cheated a couple more times with deaths that we kind of decided were really unfair, along the way. But yeah, it's very cool. Oh, whoops, what did I do? No, it's still here. So yeah, thank you, and thank you for being with me for this journey. A very nostalgic journey, because for me it was replaying something. The last time I touched it was like 5th or 6th grade or something like that. So thank you for that as well. Next week we might just start our next campaign. Saturday nights are going to be your own adventure. You're not just choosing your adventure, you're writing it with me. You make these you make the choices yourself, and I'm going to narrate the adventure for you, but it's not going to be out of a book. I'm going to improvise and write the adventure like a proper GM, week to week for you. I might start it next week, I'm not sure. I might play another short book 1 or 2 weeks more to just give it a little bit more time for the idea to ruminate over it a little bit. I might also do bestiary streams, writing monsters like we did a couple times in the past. Actually, both of you were there, so Still Behave and Slap-Ass Walrus. So we might choose more areas in Yalpalor for the Monday stream. And we might write some monsters for there. Walrus, I'm sorry to hear that you are always late because you're always busy. Hopefully you'll be able to join some of the streams, either the Monday or the Saturday ones in the future. It's always 6:30 GMT. We never start later than that. So hopefully you'll be able to join some of them. Not yet. No, I didn't use the monsters yet because they didn't reach the desert. So next time, I'm gonna choose the the mighty Smurm. Smurm is waiting. They're gonna meet the Smurm. They definitely. It's gonna happen. But yeah, they haven't reached the desert yet. I'm gonna get them to the desert as soon as possible. It might take a little while, but next time we do a bestiary stream, if it happens next Saturday, it's gonna be an area that they are in right now, or they're gonna get to in a the very next area. I'm gonna make sure it's gonna be the next one they get to, just because I really want to make it I really want them to meet your awesome monsters. So if you come here next Saturday, you might be blessed by writing monsters that they're gonna meet and become a part of the game this way. Right. Okay, cool. That's it for the Crown of Kings. The Crown of Kings is back home in Analand, the kingdom of frogs, or at least the royal family is a family of frogs, and you are the princess, a warrior princess. I want to say thank you one last time. Good night. And until we meet again, play hard and stay safe. Good night.